Hi, my name is Kule T from the legendary band MN8, and tune in to this podcast, my very first podcast, and to listen to my stories. I go pretty deep, so it's an important one to listen to, because I got a little something for ya, and I'm telling you, I really do.
Shizzio Show. Finished.
The Elton IG local Geeza. Summertime vibes come down to feature. Drink of the smoke come down for either.
It's the Elton, the bop, the beep. Like a ninja from under you creep with the beep, the bop, the beep, the bop, the boo. I'm the captain, this is my crew, the beep, the bop.
Doing up Cambridge, doing up Oxford. M-Way doing up Uxbridge. MC Hammer with the jewels, can't touch this. All the bad beats in the
Pop this bombo clap tune, rude boy.
Okay, we are back. You know what it is, bro? We're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Trust me when I'm talking about the noughties, baby. If you were there, oh my days, what a time to be alive, yeah. But we're gonna go in the archive of like boy band royalty, yeah. Trust me, we got Kule T in the house from
What's up, man?
MN8, bro.
What's up?
And you know what? He's so cool. He smells it different. Like, you know, back in the day when man used to write 9T4, they used to put 9 and then the T, bro.
Yeah. I just did a little extra.
You get
thing.
me? Man, like
It was
Kule
extra.
T, bro. Thank you, bro.
No worries, man.
No,
no
I
worries, man.
appreciate it. You know what, bro? You hit me up. I was like, yo, this is big, bro. You know what I mean?
Well,
This is
I
big.
see some people I know, and I thought to myself, let me try this.
It's very kind of you. You did say off camera this is your first ever podcast.
Yeah, this is my first one. So.
Is there a reason? Have you just been holding back?
I think I've just kind of tried to focus on my craft because I'm like a solo artist now. So
Yeah.
I kind of sat back, focused on my crafts, sorted myself out, sorted my head out more or less anything else, and kind of decided there are certain things in my past which we'll probably go into.
Oh no, we will, bro.
That I kind of put aside because it was very private, and two, it was I wasn't able to deal with it at the time.
Yeah.
And I think now, I'm at a stage where if I start saying things, hopefully this will help other people.
Okay, cool.
And I thought to myself, you know what? Give it a go.
Yeah.
See what
No,
happens.
there's no pressure here.
See what
I
happens.
told man there's no pressure. You get me? I'm not trying to draw man out.
He's trying to draw me out.
No. All right, cool. Let's just start from the start. Born and bred where, brother?
Born and bred South London.
Yeah.
Lewisham.
South, man.
Lewisham, South boy.
All right, I can't
Born and
really
bred down there,
say
man.
nothing, yeah,
Still miss it-ish.
Really?
Yeah, not really, but
Yeah.
still miss it. But I think when I got signed and stuff like that, I decided to just be somewhere else.
Okay.
So I just need to be
But
somewhere else.
when you look back at that, happy memories, Lewisham.
Lewisham were happy memories.
Can we talk about the decade there, or are we not? Because you're looking young still, but we don't want to throw it out there. But
we in a decade.
okay. We're talking back in the day. You get me? Pages and that, right?
Wait.
All right. So, what's your background, by the way, brother?
So my background is like vocalist, producer, drummer, guitarist, keyboard player.
I'm in your family background, but
Family background, Jamaican, man.
Okay, Jamaican.
So
So, growing up in a Jamaican household in Lewisham, break
Yeah.
it down. Back in the day, with
in
no
the day.
mobile phone
no mobile phone.
or social media. Talk to me.
Don't be late.
Yeah.
Don't run your mouth.
Okay. Or
Okay. I'll keep it real simple.
listen, I got my ass whooped. I tell you straight. Bro.
If you swear,
Yeah.
you get licks.
Yeah.
If you even speak loud, you get licks.
Yeah.
Even if you try and, like, you know, when you're a teenager, you think you got some chest and you can go and you can say something.
You get licked.
You just get the look.
You
And
get,
you know you're gonna
get
get
the look of the licks.
Sometimes you get just in case licks.
Yeah.
Because it might happen.
I hear that.
So
I hear that.
it was a very respectful era.
Yeah.
Sometimes this era people kind of miss it.
Yeah.
But it was a respectful era. You respect your elders. You know, you did your stuff. You did your chores. You did what you're told to do.
Do you think that kept you in check though?
I
For
think
real?
looking back, even though I laugh and joke about it, it kept me in check and it got me thinking differently as well.
Right.
And it kept me focused because my mum kind of try to keep me out of the trouble because Lewisham can be.
Yeah, so
how
like,
it was back in the
so
day.
like we got licks, and I used to hate it. Obviously, hate it.
Of course, you hate licks, man. That's
You
like,
think it's the worst thing in the world. You think parents are the worst in the world. But when you grow up, you kind of actually, it's mad, isn't it? You actually think, hold on, the licks might have saved me, you know.
yeah. Well, the thing
Because I would have done a madness numerous amount of
But
times.
here's the thing, right? I know people get licked. I got licked once.
Yeah.
Once.
And that was enough.
And that was it, because my mum would just look at me. Or she'd pick up the belt.
Yeah.
No, she'd pick up the slipper.
Yeah.
And the thought of just getting, you were just thinking that you were getting the licks.
I hear that.
But my mum hit me once. She was right to hit me though, because
What did you do, bro?
well,
Man said she was right, bro.
no, she was right. She was right.
What did you do, bro?
So-
I mean, you do, sorry.
So it's like as a teenager, you know, there's certain things because we couldn't afford loads of things, right? So when you see kids running around with toys and this and that, we were like, we couldn't afford that, and it was 4 of us. So one day, I went into the shop
and just borrowed something.
and just borrowed something.
You borrow, yeah. Now I was going to take it back.
No, I was borrowed it. I forgot to take it back, but
yeah,
I borrowed it.
Okay,
right?
cool.
But I actually borrowed it from my brothers, you know, so we all could play because we didn't have a lot of toys.
Right.
So they didn't know where it came from.
Right.
But I thought to myself, if I can borrow that one, I can borrow the next one.
Hey,
So I went and borrowed the next one.
sounds logical to me.
But the person in the shop didn't like the fact I was borrowing it. So
hater. There's
so
always
they,
a hater about.
Yeah, so they kind of said to me, you can't borrow it, you know.
Oh, but they saw you borrowing.
Yeah,
it.
saw me borrowing it and they said like, we need to take you back to the shop to have a conversation because you're not really allowed to borrow.
Right.
So
You went back there.
went back there, you know.
Belt in hand. Belt
So
in
went
hand.
back there,
That Jamaican level, you know.
had a chat with the powers that be.
Yeah.
And when I'm crying. And then I had to tell my mum.
Aye.
That's when the licks came.
That's when the licks came. Never
So
again.
I understand.
You understand.
Why I get why the licks. But that was the only time.
Are you the youngest in the family?
I am the youngest.
But sometimes a young one, I'm like one of the youngest boys here. You kind of get away from the licks. Because the olders hold the licks more.
Well, the thing is with me, I wasn't rebellious in a sense of like going around and doing nonsense. I was rebellious in the sense that I was focused on like either doing music or writing or singing. I was rebellious in that respect.
Right.
Like I would go to London and I would go and perform there. No one knew where I was.
Okay.
And my mum's like, where you were? And then by the time I get home, the whole family's sitting in the room going, where you been?
Man, just break out in song, you get me?
Where you been? They didn't care about a song. Just like, where you been? Because it's
yeah.
like now 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And I'm a youngster, 12 o'clock at night, walking down the
How
street
old are
trying
you?
to go.
These times, like, how old are you?
I was like 16, 17.
Okay, yeah.
So it weren't
Okay.
it weren't the thing because no one's got mobile phones.
No one. No, it's mad.
So the
isn't it?
panic kicks in straight away.
Yeah.
So when my brother came with me to a show, and I performed, and this was probably around about I was 18. When my brother came to me to a show, he then realised what I was trying to do.
Right.
He then realised, oh, I didn't know that because I kept a lot of it quiet. Because we all grew up in church, and we all grew up playing instruments and stuff like that. But singing wise, no one really heard me as such. So when he realised that, I think he must have told my mum, and then my mum realised it, and then everybody kind of calmed down.
They
a
were
bit.
cool.
Yeah, they were cool with it, man.
Okay, so growing up in Lewisham, you kind of stay away from the madness out there then?
Well, the thing is, I mingled with some of the madness, and I realised it's not for me.
Right.
It was just not my thing. I didn't really have that kind of mentality.
What type of madness have we seen?
Anything,
if at all.
Well, back in the days, it was like you had your set gangs and stuff like that. I was very naive in respect of where I was going round. So you had the Lewisham, you had the Hackneys, you had the East London, you had all these other things. And it's only when I found myself in a situation where I was like, why am I here? And then in that situation, you had to copy people because if you were new in that area, or if you came from south into east, and people realised you came from south into east.
So you're a south boy going to east. Hold on, that's a bit of a venture. How old are you here? Man, I'm venturing outside, you know.
But the thing is, I was mad rebellious. No,
I can imagine.
In a sense of, I just wanted to figure out what was out there.
But it was really a thing though, innit? Like South man going to East and vice versa.
It was a big thing. It was a big thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise how big it was.
Yeah, of course.
Because I just like, I'm going.
I don't think people now realise what a big thing it was back then.
It was
dangerous,
massive.
right?
Yeah, it was massive. You cross a certain path and it was like, people look at you and check you. I ain't seen you around here.
But are you going them ends for girls though? Because 9 times out of 10,
No,
man is venturing for gal, bro.
I think at the back of my head that was a part of it.
Yeah.
But the other part was I was just being curious.
Okay.
Because I was hanging around certain people and
Right.
I was just being curious and just like, what's at this end?
So
what's at that end?
what was the situation that happened that made you think twice that, you know what, this life is not really for me?
I was in Hackney.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bag of people in Hackney.
Yeah.
And a couple of South people. And I realised, hold on a minute, I'm not dressed the way they're dressed.
Okay.
I'm not looking the way they look.
Okay.
And people are looking at me.
Tell me, how were they dressed in?
Well, the thing is, you had to have your jeans roll up. One side of your jeans roll up and one down.
Man, taking it back.
no.
What's this? The South man were doing that. I can't remember.
No,
the
this
East
is,
man
I
was
think
doing
it was
that.
East. This
They're
is
rolling
East.
up one leg.
One leg. It was a one leg roll up thing.
Right.
Did I have a clue? No.
Yeah.
So I'm walking in there like nothing.
You could have just
and then
quickly gone around the corner and
No,
rolled
but
that up, bro.
that's-
So,
No. But that's what I had to do.
Okay.
Because I checked everybody and I thought, because I'm very observant, I checked everybody. I started to realize, hold on, one leg. Hold on, I need to do this.
ASAP.
So I got my boys to surround me. I put my one leg.
Yeah.
And I was still like this, and I tried to just mimic everybody because I wanted to get out.
And you was cool.
I wanted to leave.
But what, it worked though.
It worked, and I left. And I thought, nah, that ain't for me.
Yeah.
That ain't my thing.
At least you got away nicely, you know what I'm saying?
No, just me.
Roll up the one leg, you know.
The one leg. I don't know if anybody remember the one leg.
Do you know what? I don't know, bro. I'm too young, bro. I don't know about
You
these
stay there,
things.
innit?
All right, so talk about music then. How did music creep in then? Like,
So in between all of that, I was doing a lot of stuff in church. So I was playing drums in church. I was
is
playing
your whole family going to church?
Yeah, so my brother was playing the keyboard. My
you're
brother
part
was playing
of
the bass.
the band, the orchestra
Yeah, we
type?
had it was like a small little church.
Yeah.
And it was like a family band. You know, I was playing the drums. Brother's playing the guitar.
How old
and
were you
the
here
other-
when you
I was when I first started playing drums? I was about 10, 11.
Okay.
So I was fascinated because once my mum bought these little Congo drum things,
Yeah.
and I got fascinated by it. You know, the fact I can create something out of it. So
Absolutely.
I was just like, as a kid, I was just banging away.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got more and more fascinated. And then the pastor in the church started to realise, and he bought me a drum kit.
Sick. Bear noise in the
and
house.
So he bought me a drum kit.
Yeah.
And I started to get the hang and watch and kind of watch people see how they play.
Yeah.
And I got the hang of that.
Right.
So that's when I really got into music and
Okay.
really got into the fact that when you create anything rhythmical, people move to it.
Right.
As weird as that sounds.
No.
And when you create something rhythmical and you have a bass player playing and you have a keyboard player, people will move to it and everybody's happy.
So your family's in this band?
So our families and my brothers are in the band. So my two brothers and me are in the band, this band.
Right.
And it was, like I said, it was a very small church.
What's it, Sundays?
It's Sunday, every Sunday.
Right.
Every Sunday.
I say,
Every
but you
Sunday.
earn your stripes there though, you know what I'm saying?
Every Sunday, because my mum wanted to keep us out of trouble.
Yeah, we love
Because
that.
it's a one-parent family, so it's just
Okay.
me and my mum.
Okay.
So it was her way of kind of keeping us on the straight and narrow and not getting into the kind of dark side of them back then.
Can I ask about Pops, or is it a sore subject?
No, we Pops has unfortunately passed away, but that was kind of history. We won't get into that because I'll get too messy.
Okay, cool. Can I trust the age or when he passed away?
Were
you really young?
No, he passed away recently, but I last saw my dad.
Okay, so
probably when I was about 10, something like that.
I'm not trying to force this in.
Yeah,
I'm just
you're
trying to
force
figure
it.
out.
I know you.
No,
I
I'm
feel
not.
you.
I'm
I
not.
feel you.
I'm
I
just
can
trying to
feel
get the timeline. So your parents are not together from young.
But it's not Civic and Young.
Okay, cool. And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Cool. Mum puts you in church.
Yep.
Family it gets on board with the church.
Church thing, yeah.
My
mum's very much a church person.
Okay.
Always has been.
We love that. And then Sundays you're playing with your brothers.
Playing with my brothers.
Drumming.
So
where does the singing come in? Is this just a natural evolution?
So it kind of went from drumming.
Yeah.
And then I kind of took over my brother's bass.
Why? Because you just quit loudest?
No, I just took.
Man did the one-man band thing, you know, everything.
No,
in
literally
one.
no, because everything started to fascinate my brain.
Right.
So where I started to play drums, I thought, can I do this? And I started to play guitar. And then I started
in that
to play
band.
within
But
that
then
circle.
when you're doing that, who's doing the drums?
No, the drums just slightly disappeared, and it was like
What
a
do you
guitar.
mean disappeared?
Disappeared.
The band needs the drums, bro. You can't just disappear the drums, bro. That's part of the thing, bro.
See, that's what I
Listen, man said the drums just went, I just started playing guitar.
No, because I kind of moved on.
Yeah, but I know about you, but I'm saying as a band unit,
I don't know.
you need that.
Listen, my brain, I don't even know what happened to the drum.
Okay, man, just forgot about it.
I went onto the bass, I played the guitar, and then when I started eventually, the first time I performed was not in church. It was nothing to do with church.
Okay.
So the first time I sang, I think I was like around about 18. Okay,
19 cool. Let's just put a pin in the singing for a minute because I'm just trying to get through.
I'm
trying to get the instrumentation thing, bro, because you're doing your thing here. I'm trying to give you your flowers here, bro. Man is like, man can play bare instruments. You know what I'm saying? Drum. Okay, so when you're playing the bass and the guitar, are you taking lessons or are you naturally learning it?
We took some lessons within church, to pay for some lessons, and a lot of it was just me sitting at home playing.
You should just sit at home, literally.
Just playing.
So how did you learn? You know, like the chords and all of that, like that stuff.
I listened to a lot of things. I watched some things. I watched people play.
Yeah, but YouTube's not about these times.
Yeah,
so
no,
who did you watch, bro?
No, I watch people play. Like I watch bands. I'll watch Prince play. I would watch all these musician players on video.
VHS.
Back in the VHS.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will watch people or hear people play because I can play by ear.
Okay, so that's a skill
that was a big thing. For
so
me.
you don't read music per se.
I don't read music because I also listen to a lot of jazz.
Right.
So when I listened to jazz, I used to jam with the jazz. Listen to Grover Washington Jr. I used to jam with them. Stanley Clarke, a bass player, wicked bass player. I used to try and copy him. Can't really copy him, but I used to try and copy him.
Yeah.
And kind of and trying to mimic things. So a lot of my stuff was but done by ear.
So would you put that down to like experience or just you're naturally, it's a gift?
I think it was a combination of two things. It was a combination of me feeling like I'm by myself, so I had to focus on something. Even though I had my brothers and everybody
What do you mean
around
by
me.
yourself? You felt?
Well, a lot of it, I just felt I was on my own. Even though I had my brothers and everybody around, I was always away with my own thoughts and my own kind of thinking because I just put all my energy into my music.
Did you feel lonely as a child?
It's because of what was happening within my family home. I had to isolate myself.
What was happening?
Do that. There was a lot of how can I say this without going too deep?
I don't know, but you need to say it. 'Cause I want to know.
There was a lot of shouting.
Okay.
And there was a lot of abuse happening.
Okay. Violent household.
I wouldn't say it's a violent
aggressive.
household. I would say that the man of the house was a little bit loud.
Who's the man of the house?
It was another person in the house.
Okay. Your mum's partner?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're not getting on with the...
Well, the things I'm the youngest and I tried to get on.
Right.
Because as a kid, you always want a father figure.
Okay, but he was abusive and aggressive?
Yeah, he was a bit of an arse.
To everybody?
Well, he was, let's say he was just an arse.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine. I'm not really trying to pluck your heartstrings here.
You are trying to pluck heartstrings.
No, I'm not. But I'm trying to understand. So as a means of escapism...
As a means of my escapism
right.
was to focus on something.
Right.
And my only thing to focus on was what I knew.
Was music.
Was music. It's the only thing I knew. And I kind of put my energy into that.
Yeah.
That's what I put my energy
into. That's fair enough. Okay. Cool. So you learn the drums.
Learn the drums.
Move on to bass.
Bass and learn to play guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So where does the singing creep in then? Oh, so sorry. At this junction, who are your favourite music artists that you're checking for?
I was listening to Luther. I was listening to like I said, listen to people like musicians like Stanley Clarke.
Yeah.
Grover Washington Jr.
Yeah.
Al Jarreau. I listened to. There was a Michael Jackson, of course, was back in the day. You know, you listen to kind of stuff like that. So and then I was listening to a lot of gospel people like Commission. You may not know Commission, Take Six, and Acapella Group. I was listening to people like that.
So where were you getting this music from? Is it just
this
tapes?
is on tapes.
Okay, but where are you sourcing the tapes from?
Tape machine, man. You don't know about tape machine?
Well, I know about tape machine, but where you get the tape machine, bro? Where did it come from, bro? You know what I mean? I see all about tape machine. You got to source this shit from somewhere,
Luther
bro.
was out back then.
Yeah, Luther's about, but these other ones, you know what I mean? The gospel.
They were out.
All
Commission
right.
were out. Luther with
So
Dan
the
Joss were
tapes,
out.
tapes. Are you,
Take Six were out.
Oh,
all these
you're
people were out.
borrowing from the shops again. The tapes, I see it. Okay, you're getting tapes and you're recording.
No, what happened? So I was working in McDonalds.
Yeah.
And there was
How
a guy.
old are you?
I am now around
Then,
17 because we work early.
How
I was
early?
17, 18. I was still around that.
I was
phase.
working at 16. How you mean, brother? Out here, bro. All right. What Magnetise was you at?
Liverpool Street.
Oh,
Wicked.
Central. Come
Love
on.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Pure
Is that
joke.
the same one that's up them escalators, or is that different?
That's probably different. It's probably,
Okay,
I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah, the one
It
the
ain't gonna be
escalators
there.
about, bro.
We had
Okay,
wicked
cool.
times. I had wicked times.
Right, go on. You used to work there.
Used to work there, and there was this guy that was into rare groove,
Right.
and he was into the summer stuff I knew. So he would do. I don't know if you remember metal tapes. So it was a higher quality tapes. He
I remember TDK in that, bro. I remember TDK.
It was a TDK, but it was metal
TDK.
TDK.
And I remember the tabs. If you break the tabs in the corner,
Yeah, that's the.
you get me? He ain't got a clue, bro. Why are you laughing, bro? You're acting a youngster, don't know nothing. He's 21 or something. How old are you? You get me? That man just know a hard drive. Yeah, go on.
Just about no hard drive.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So he would record stuff for me.
Oh, and just give it to you.
And just like he would do like a lot of rare groove stuff and that, and he would just record stuff for me.
Yeah.
And I'll just put it on my little tape machine.
Okay, sick.
And I know it from there.
So then the singing then, where did the singing creep in?
So I was trying to think of this timeline of when
Yeah,
I
it
started
can be
singing.
a bit skewed still, but
It was a bit skewed because I
are you singing when you're practicing the guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you,
yeah. So it kind of just, I think it was just a natural progression. It just kind of just moved on to it. There was
But there's no singing lessons going on here. Nothing.
No, there's nothing. There's
Everything's
nothing.
self-taught.
So you're literally listening to people.
Yeah.
You're listening to people you know.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
self-taught.
There's times I'll be trying to practice or trying to hit this note or trying to. My brother will come in my room and go, "Man, you missed that key, you know."
But that's nice that they.
That was harsh.
They ain't saying
no,
to shut the fuck up.
No,
You
that
get me?
was harsh. You know why it's harsh?
Why was it
Because I
harsh?
was sensitive, man.
Oh, come
It's
on,
like, I'm
bro.
trying. Listen.
But at the same time,
no. Listen. Wait. All singers will know this. You go in the room, you're trying to practice. You ain't asking for no one's opinion. You're just going to practice.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you open the door, go, man, you missed that note, you know.
Yeah, but is he like bantering you though?
It wasn't
Come
like,
on, bro.
oh, by the.
But also, he's giving you that hard skin for the outside
I didn't
world.
really want the hard skin back then,
Come
you know.
on, brother,
I wanted a soft skin so I
No,
can learn.
man, he was the cocoa butter skin from early, bro. You have to
I
get
wanted
this
soft
tough skin
skin.
for when you're out here.
No, I
bro.
wanted soft skin.
man wants
When
to-
I get there, give me hard. But I
Okay,
wanted some
fair.
soft skin.
All right, so you're just practicing all the time,
Just
yeah?
practice. I just practice all the time. Listen to people.
Did you want to be a singer? Was that a goal, or is it just natural? You just enjoy doing
I think
it.
when I did my very very first performance, and it was in a festival. And I remember this clearly. I didn't know whether I was good or bad. I didn't have a clue. So when they announced me on,
But hold on, the timeline, brother. How do you even get a festival, bro? We're going. You get me? Man's gone from
Okay,
bedroom
okay.
to a festival,
All right.
brother.
all right,
You see this thing here?
Let me not call
Empty.
No, let me not call it a festival. In my head, it was a festival.
There's about 2 man and a half.
No, in my head, it
fam.
was a festival.
Yeah.
In reality, it was just a little park event.
Oh, okay, cool. Same
festival.
Same thing. Let's gas it. Festival, Glasgow. Man was there, Glasgow, doing this thing. All
It
right.
wasn't. But it was a little.
So
park.
you just get asked to do it.
It was a park event.
Okay, but you
All
got asked. You got asked to do it, or did
And
you
they,
try
and,
to?
they, and they said, "Oh, do you want to sing something?" It's like everybody's doing a little 2 cents of singing.
Right.
I thought. I have
Where's
to
this
get-
in South again?
This is South. I
Okay.
thought I'm gonna give it a go.
But the pants are rolled down now.
Yeah, they're rolled down. Everything's
cool. Everything's
neat
back to
and
normal.
everything's
Okay,
back to
cool,
normal. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So I start singing, and because I was so shy, my head was on the floor. My head was down on the floor. So I was actually looking down on the floor where I was singing.
What song was it?
I can't
Come on, bro. You meant to know these things. You got checkpoints in man's life.
You
So
took it
listen,
about 30
I went
years
down
back
there
in the
singing
day.
Louis for Stevie like this. You get me looking down, bro. That could be why you was looking down. You was doing the
I
Stevie
was
thing. you get
looking
me?
down because I didn't want to look in front, and they always said look ahead, and I couldn't.
Yeah. But then you're young, right?
So I was looking. Yeah, I was young. I was like, I'm holding the mic and I'm looking down.
Yeah.
So everybody's gone quiet.
Yeah.
So in the back of my head, I'm thinking, boy, people are laughing. Yeah.
Were you projecting the voice though?
It was projected.
Oh,
I
come
got a
on.
microphone. What you?
Yeah, no, but some people trying it. But
No,
go
no,
on.
no. I
Because like, stage presence is a whole new thing, innit?
Yeah,
Pe-
I
people understand.
was there.
Okay.
I was standing like a Statue of Liberty, but I was there.
You was there.
I was
okay.
there.
So
The
you
mouth was
rapping.
open, everything.
Okay, go on.
So as I finished the song, I put my head up, and look, there was loads of people. I didn't even know there was loads of people because I didn't look at all.
Okay.
So I looked, I put my head up, and then one person started clapping. Everybody started clapping. I went,
Gas.
oh. So I walked out there going, what the hell?
Encore. Second tune.
So I thought to myself, you know what? I can take this seriously, you know?
do this.
Yeah, I thought I could do this. And another big thing was for me is like when I started singing, it created an emotional response, and I didn't an emotional response to people. People either they smiled, You know, either laughed or cried, depending on what I was singing. But there was an emotional response, and I thought, how does a singer actually do that? And I managed to do that. I'm hearing people doing that when you listen to Luther, when you listen to Michael Jackson, and I open my mouth and it's like, I'm actually doing that.
Did you subconsciously magnetize to the happy people because of all the sadness that was happening in your house?
That's a deep question, but I don't even know. I don't know.
That was deep.
It's a deep one.
Spot.
And
you get me?
But indirectly, that's a possibility.
You get what I'm saying?
That is a possibility. But I don't know.
And also, isn't it not funny, but it's like ironic that all of that sadness in the house is what helped birth you doing.
Yeah, but that is the thing, you know,
because if that sadness was not present, would you have concentrated so much on music?
Probably not, because my mum was always like, listen, son, do what you feel, do what you love, do what makes you passionate.
Yeah, but because you wanted to escape so much from that,
I think a lot of that when I started singing, a lot of that came out.
Yeah.
Not realizing it came out.
The emotion.
I'm not realizing it actually hit people.
Okay.
So, because back then I'm not gonna know. I'm just singing because it makes me feel a certain way.
Facts.
And when I put that over, it made someone else feel that certain way as well.
Okay, so you got no musical like skill in regards to lessons in regards to like.
We had one or two, but as in a regular thing where people kind of go play it.
No, like you know, like keys and stuff. Where people know keys and how to sing in certain keys and stuff like that. Like.
No, I'm not. I don't know. Someone said to you like singing A. I'm like.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
If
like,
you play a note, okay, cool, I can do that.
So you can mimic the note.
Yeah. If someone goes,
which essentially is the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's like
there's different routes to get there.
It's like someone say, "Can you sing in the key of A?" Some people know that.
You'd be like, "No."
If someone goes bang, I go, "Cool, I got it."
Okay.
It's hearing stuff and people actually knowing like off the cuff straight away. That is A, sing, boom, hit that note.
Okay, cool. So you have that epiphany moment where the crowds, they're feeling it.
That kind of drives me forward.
That drives you forward.
Yeah.
So what does one do after the massive festival in the park full of thousands of people?
In my head.
Yeah. So you go home. You're happy.
I go home. I kind of sit and think, and I think I just go into tunnel vision. I think my mum can see that I'm kind of just going into tunnel vision, doing stuff.
And with tunnel vision comes a lot of isolation. Is that? Is
but the thing
worried
is
that this brother is just.
But I think with anything, if you go tunnel vision, whether you want to be, if you're studying or you're doing exams, you will go in tunnel vision.
Right. So
and it's a similar kind of process.
How is school, by the way? Exams and all that.
School was wonderful.
I said wonderful. Just curious. No, nothing. No.
Huh?
What grades you come out with? Anything?
School was lovely.
No?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Are we going to plead the fifth on this?
Yeah, we have to plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah.
School was wonderful.
Yeah.
Had great teachers.
Yeah, because all right, cool. Then. I'm just saying, because you know when the grades don't come in, that's when the ass whooping comes in, bro. You get me?
School was cool.
Okay, cool. So you're focusing.
It was an interesting process.
Okay, are you singing in school?
I am.
Are you known as a singer in school? You know, some people are.
In school, I'm mostly doing music.
Okay.
I like doing art. I like doing art in school. I like doing music in school. I was terrible at maths and English and all that stuff. And if you think back in those days, people didn't actually teach you. If you weren't able to learn, or you had a certain disability, I kind of found out that I've got dyslexia. But back then,
it wasn't identifiable.
It wasn't identifiable.
You had no LSAs in the classroom, yeah.
It wasn't like an LSA thing. I specifically remember when I was doing my English, they would give you a piece of paper to fill in, and there was a teacher at the end, and they're reading their paper.
Yeah.
They're literally reading their paper, and I think they call it the dunce class. I don't know what they call it.
Right.
But she's literally reading the paper, and now in my brain I want to learn.
But you know, it was lit when they roll out the TV they roll out the TV on 4 wheels. Let me tell you something, brother.
You know about the TV on 4 wheels.
Roll out that. Let me tell you something. Party, Ruben.
But yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
But I made it into something. I did like shows. You know, I played music in school. I kind of made it my own.
Cool. Okay, so you've decided now you want to be a singer. You want to be a front man from this festival, I suppose, around that.
Not really. I just wanted to be a singer. I wasn't thinking about being a front man.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted to kind of.
So what do you do? You go home and just what? Do you start writing your own music? Do you just
try
and get out there more?
I just wanted to learn the craft. The writing side of it didn't come into play as yet.
So how did you learn the craft then? Just by doing more shows?
Just by listening to people. listen to people, copying people, listen
What,
to
singers?
listen to a lot of Luther, singing some of their stuff in my room. You know, just listening, but listening intensive. Not like I'm gonna listen, but listen exactly. I used to slow some of these vocalists down just to hear.
How do you slow it down in tape, bruv?
What?
What a tape player you dealing
You
with?
slow the thing down.
Well, man didn't have them things at home.
Okay, you're tape players. You can actually slow down. People
See?
know they're tape players. You can
McDonalds
find.
are paying good money, bro.
No, you have found the ways of slowing things down because, like, you'll hear
I'm
some
gonna put the pencil in the thing and try and, you get me?
about you don't know.
I don't know. I heard about
You heard about the pencil thing, innit?
I heard that's what people do.
No.
Okay, so you slow it down. But then if you slow it down, is that not a complete key change?
No,
though?
so what basically happens? What you're looking out for is like, you know, people do riffs now.
The riffs, yeah.
So back then, people were doing it a different way. Whereas you can hear it, people were like actually slowing things down. So you can actually hear note by note by note.
Right.
And you copy note by note by note. And then as you do that gradually, you then start speeding up and then speeding up and then start speeding up. And then you have this whole inflection of like vocal acrobatics that people can do. But we were doing it a different way.
Okay, sick. So then do you just try and do more shows then?
I tried, no, I ended up in a group called Spirit.
Okay. How do you get in a group then from just...
So the thing is, we knew each other. So as time went, and as I did some shows, there was a group called Spirit.
Are you local boys?
All local boys.
Friends?
Yes. The guy named Connor Reeves. I don't know if you heard of Connor Reeves. No, so there's a guy named Connor Reeves, a guy named Christopher Gell, and two other people, and we were doing backup vocals for a talent group, for a talent bandish thing.
Right.
So we were like the backing vocalists.
5 of you?
Yeah, we were like the backing vocalists.
How did you get that gig? Just being out there?
Just being out there. Just literally just being out. It wasn't like this is the gig. It was just being out there.
So did you meet the Spirit Boys by getting this job?
No, we knew each other from ages.
So all the Spirit Boys get this one gig together.
We started to we knew each other because we were just rehearsing with each other. We were practicing with each other because we
at houses.
We met in houses because we were all pretty local. One was in New Cross. One was in Blackheath.
But how did you find each other? Just out there, just...
I think we were just out. I'm trying to remember how.
I can't imagine there's much of a community of singers that are linking up. There's not exactly
a
Facebook group out there, is it?
Right,
Going, man, New Cross, McDonalds, link up singers. You know what I'm saying?
Connor's going to kill me because I can't remember. Connor, you have to remind me next
Okay.
time.
Is this the MSN Messenger thing?
Yeah, the MSN Mission, man. Remind me.
Yeah.
But so we eventually kind of come together.
Okay, you link up.
We link up and we're practicing when we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
And there's this talent thing called Singers Paradise in New Cross. And we kind of end up being the backing vocals for all the artists that go up. So the artists will go up, we will create stuff, backing vocals for them, and they will just go and...
So you're almost like a barbershop quartet.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, we became
you
like an
finding
acapella
harmonies is an incredible talent, bro.
Yeah, but we loved it, man.
But that's what I mean, like 5 of you to find each other's...
Yeah.
Because
we were like madly disciplined. Like seriously. So it was like, imagine, right?
Is this like, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
like Boys to Men out at
It was
this
kind of
time?
like that.
Yeah, but are Boys to Men out at that point?
They'll be out at that time. And what's the other group?
I swear. No.
That's one. No.
All for
It
One.
was I Swear. Yeah.
Come on. I heard about them. All for One.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're out.
We were.
So you knew about them. That's
We
what
knew
I'm-
about them,
right.
but we were doing stuff kind of
Yeah,
before
but-
them. But they were around.
Okay.
Around
so
that
them man
kinda-
copied your thing.
No,
Put
I
it out
don't know.
there, put
I
it
don't
out
know who
there.
copied who.
Okay, cool.
Because we were just like doing. We were just doing
All
our
for One were
stuff.
cold, bro. Cold motherfuckers, bro.
Not as good as us.
Boys to
We
Men.
leave that.
No, but just that lane that I don't really see anymore of harmonies is mental.
Yeah.
It's such an amazing talent, bro.
Well, the thing
It doesn't
is,
exist anymore.
No, because the thing is, it's there. It is about, but not as about as it used to be. Because you have to listen intensively to each other to kind of create that bond and that unity. So imagine we did a test. We did a test for ourselves, right? So we went down to Covent Garden and said we're just gonna do a busking.
A busking thing, yeah.
We're just gonna do the busking thing, right? So we don't know what's gonna happen. We're just gonna do a busking thing, right? So we went down there, and we kind of started at Oxford Street on the steps, and we did a little something on the steps. So we were just like singing on the steps and like singing this thing and just going around in circles. And then we were just doing what we're doing in our little zone. By the time we finished, the police was at one end. The police was coming towards us, and when we turned around, there was a queue all the way around.
Swear.
And I'm not even lying. There was a queue all the way going down the stairs just listening. And the police said, like, you guys have to move on.
How much peas you make though, bruv? Come on.
For that day?
Yes.
£150.
That is amazing for those times.
155 back in there. We went and got some food.
What food was you
'Cause we
eating?
were-
Steak, brother. Because let me tell you something. Back in them days, 150. What?
Listen, we were shocked because people just throwing money like. I just think they probably didn't hear anything like that.
Yeah.
Back then, and people just throwing money like that, and Connor was killing it.
What is this? 80s?
No, it's ain't 80s. It's
Not
this. No, hold on. Wait. We're in 89.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably we're late 80s. We're in that.
Yeah. Okay, so amazing. So you got this kind of harmonic group going on.
Yeah.
You are backing singers for so and so.
Yeah.
Are you called Spirit at that time?
We called ourselves Spirit at the time.
Okay, why? Just
I'm
FYI.
not sure. Yeah,
Just
I
man
think
had the spirit. You get me?
It just kind of works.
It's a godly thing as
yeah,
well.
Yeah. It kind of works.
Okay.
It kind of works because everybody listen to.
Are you still
God
doing
with
church at this time?
that. I'm still in church.
Come on, we
Still
love
doing
that.
church.
We love that. We love that. The faith is strong. You get me? All right. So then, do you then think, all right, guys, screw these backing singers.
Yeah.
Let's just form our own thing. Is that what
Well,
happened?
I think we tried to do our own thing. We met a Brazilian guy, and we were trying to produce some stuff with just doing a cappella and percussion. So this guy's a percussion player. He's a professional percussion. So we were going to plan to do that. That kind of didn't fall into the wayside, and I think we all just kind of went our separate ways in one sense.
How long is this time period of kind of trying to make it with Spirit?
I think it's probably around the 90s, 91.
So but you're trying for like 2-3 years.
Yeah, we're trying to do something.
And
around that
obviously,
time.
at this moment in time, you can't just put out music, bro. It
No,
don't
it
work
don't
like
work like
that.
that.
It doesn't work like that. There's a whole industry.
Yeah.
You can't just give music out.
No, you can't go, here you go,
That's what
take
I mean.
that. Yeah, there's no Spotify.
Studios,
There's
there's no home studios. I'm just trying to
there's
paint
nothing.
the picture for these youngsters, bro.
There ain't none.
These youngsters on TikTok, bro. I don't know what's going on with these TikTok youngsters, bro. You know what I mean? They don't realize.
They don't understand the grind.
They really
grind,
don't understand the
grind is heavy,
deeper
man.
grind.
Yeah, you had to have talent.
Recording on tape is like one tape, bro. That tape's going through.
It was like tape there.
Delete.
And if you were layering vocals,
man said layer them.
if you were layering vocals, you have to go tape, stop, then tape, stop. It was different.
Yeah, I heard about that. Still, I heard about that.
You started.
All right, cool. So the band dismantles.
We dismantle. Before we dismantle,
Yeah.
there's a tragedy that happens.
Right.
My friends, one of the guys in the group, Chris, always had a heart problem.
Right.
So he's a trained ballerina.
Right.
And he had to stop that because of that. So one day I get a phone call saying that he collapsed in the street.
Right.
And he's dead.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
He's basically dead.
Right.
And it hit me like really, really hard.
Right. Are you lot still part of the group at this point, or did you kind of?
Yeah, we were still
Right.
kind of. So I had to tell everybody.
Right.
I had to phone everybody and tell everybody, which was hard. So I had to kind of deal with myself quickly, and then phone everybody around and say this is what's happened. My boy Connor, it hit him hard. So so at the funeral, we're there. We're both sitting together. I don't know, guys who don't say anything, and we just kind of sitting together and says like, "You good?" And like, I'm just not saying much.
I mean, even now, guys don't talk about their feelings, but then,
yeah,
nobody spoke about nothing.
Yeah, it was hard.
Guys, yeah,
we were like family. It was really, really hard.
Yeah.
So then that happened, and then we had to deal with that process. And then a couple of years down, one of the other guys passed away.
Oh, from the group.
Yeah. So
How did he pass?
So he was playing football,
Right.
and I don't know whether he kicked a ball or whatever. He had an injury on his foot,
Yeah.
and he didn't realise how bad the injury was.
Right.
And I don't know, I should call it sepsis. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. Okay.
It ran through his body.
Oh wow.
And it was like, I think he had a week. They're talking to us, he had a week and just died and left
Wow.
the kid and his wife.
Wow.
So I had to deal with two things. And
Yeah.
I think then everybody kind of just had to deal with it their own way.
How's your home life at this point as well? Is the thing still happening? Whatever's happening is
No, that was gone now.
That's gone.
That was gone.
Okay, so is it a better environment then?
It's a better environment.
I'm sensing
the family's family's struggling. We're all kind of struggling, like living wise, money wise. Everybody's kind of struggling. I'm trying to do my little thing, but we're okay. We're kind
Are
of
your
okay.
other brothers all working and stuff to
Yeah, my brothers are working. They're working. Everybody's trying to put their little 2 cents in, trying to provide and kind of keep the house.
Are they all out of trouble, by the way? Your other brothers?
Yeah, my brothers are cool. They weren't in that because one of my brothers did martial arts, so he kind of
Wing Chun master.
yeah, kind of came out the
You
game.
know the Bruce Lee era was ferocious out there, brother.
The
And
Wing
then
Chun.
Van Damme crept in. Man had to keep up with that shit.
And
Yeah.
now with his mad leg.
Come on. You know. Right, okay.
So my mum, she kept us all of us out of trouble, like in a big way.
Yeah.
And she was very, because she had to be strict. It was just by herself, and she had to be strict. So she kind of took us, and everybody kind of did their own thing. But my focus was still on music.
Do you think the church environment helped with that massively?
Yeah, that helped me a lot.
Yeah,
It helped me a
like
lot.
all your brothers.
Yeah. I think it helped all of us a lot.
Is there 4 boys, by the way?
It was 3 of us, 3 boys and 1 girl. My sister's the oldest.
Okay, cool.
Don't mess with my sister.
I hate that. All right, cool. All right, cool. So Spirit dismantles.
Spirit
2 members
dismantles,
unfortunately passed away.
Yeah. Connor goes off to get signed to a label because he was like he was a major writer as well.
Yeah.
He's an unbelievable writer. He's written for loads of people. I can't remember names, but he's written for loads
Okay,
of
so
people.
Connor Lee. But the group is done at this
Yeah,
point.
we
right?
kind of.
Are you in touch with Connor still?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Connor goes off, signs. What happens to you?
I
A bit of no man's land.
a little bit
Yeah.
of no man's land. But then I kind of decide to carry on with the Singers Paradise thing by myself.
Okay.
With another
I
set.
was gonna say
Not with the band.
a 1-man harmony is a
No.
bit different, brother.
No.
Man's back at just one harmony.
I kind of try and carry on doing what I'm doing and kind of hitting my
You
goal.
hang in there.
Yeah, I hang on and kind of do my stuff, and
Okay.
everybody else is doing what they're doing.
Okay. Are you doing live shows like?
Yeah, I'm doing more backing vocalists. I'm doing more backing
you're
stuff.
Doing more backing.
Yeah, I'll be backing vocals with a band, and then at the end of it, I'll go out and do my thing.
Right.
I'll go out and perform. It's like you get a whole band and you do a whole jam session. Usually at the end.
But you'd be at the front though.
I'll be at the front.
But that's still earning stripes experience.
Yeah. I'm at the front doing my thing, and I'm performing. I'm enjoying it and doing that. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So then, how does this next step creep in, bro?
So
Because I've got a feeling things are about to go. Boop. You get me?
So the next step goes like this. So there's a guy that comes in. When I'm doing the whole band thing, comes into the show.
Where's this in South? This show.
This
by
is
the way?
South, yeah.
Lewisham still.
This is all new talent coming out.
Yeah.
So this guy comes in and he says like he's got some people coming out to see him perform. So I'm like, all right, I need to prep you, right?
Right.
So I'm prepping him for like to get this gig or whatever this gig is. Because he's got people coming down there, major people, And I said, right, cool.
I can see where this is going. But yeah, go on.
So I'm prepping him. I'm prepping like, do
Yeah.
this, do that, do that, do this. All right, let's run through your song. He's running through your song. I'm like, okay, stop, do this, do this. And he's like, yeah, I got it. I said, you got it. All right, so we got you in the backing vocals. Just go do your thing. Yeah. So these two guys walk in. And they look familiar to me.
Right.
So they
Older guys, younger guys, paint the picture.
No,
Are they in suits?
They ain't in
Are
suits,
they like
man.
old rich white
No, but
men? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They-
Because no, I'm picturing back in the day. You know them exact man.
Let me paint the thing.
All right, go on.
So these two people walk in. They look either like actors or singers.
Okay.
They stand out a mile,
Why?
right? Because they
the
got
swagger.
like sunglasses, swagger, the whole
Okay,
thing. Everybody's looking at who the hell are these people.
Right.
So they come in, they sit down, and like I figure, okay, this must be these guys for him, right? But they look familiar to me, right? 'Cause like I've seen them somewhere before. So he goes on, he does his thing, and I'm like, he kills it, and it's like he kills it. He's happy. We go backstage. Are you good? Right, fine. Then it's the time where we go out and we do our little jam session. So I go out and do my little jam session.
But you're not thinking anything here, right?
Not thinking anything.
You're just chilling.
I'm going to do my jam session. I do my thing. So I notice these guys looking at me, and I'm like, oh boy.
Right.
So I do my thing, finished, and then when I looked, I realized I knew them from like before, like back in the day. But I've kind of I kind of seen them once or twice, and I just ignored it. And this was two of the guys from MN8 back then.
Okay.
Back then, but there wasn't no MN8.
Right, so you know these guys.
I know these guys. I know these guys through the circuit.
Oh,
I've
just
seen
the
them before,
singers.
yeah, but I've seen them before and I know them.
Right. But they're swagged up though.
But I've spoken to them, but I ain't seen them swagged up.
Okay. So they're coming in.
There's something different.
Okay.
So me and those two guys, we get talking. It was like, yeah, we've got a project going on, man. Do you want to come down and just check it out? And me, I'm like,
Bred must be fuming, innit?
No,
Motherfucker stole my flow.
I was like, cool, I'll go. You know, I mean, it's good fun. I ain't seen you guys for a while, man. Let's just go. You know, let's see what's going on. I'm not thinking about this other guy though.
Right.
I'm not thinking because I'm just like talking. I'm talking like I'm talking.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the guy lost the gig. Sorry, but he lost the gig. So I go down to Pineapple Studios.
So they invite you to come down. Do they say it's like an audition?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't an audition. Because they like. I said, I like how you sound and this and that. And I'm like, cool, all right, yeah. I'll come down and see what's going on.
Just
you know what I mean?
Side note, can we just give our flowers to backing singers and what they do for me?
Yeah, people don't understand.
People don't understand, bro, what they do, bro. They're the driving force of this.
I will walk out and let my backup vocals do their thing.
But do you get what I'm saying? A lot of fronts and people need to understand them three singers in the back.
Backing vocals. If you've got the right backing vocal singers,
the spinal cord of this thing.
They are your spine.
I'm telling you, bro. I had to put it out there.
No, they are your spine. They don't get it. It's like they think like four people dance up and down and moving their heads left or right.
9 times out of 10, they can sing better than the artist. You know that?
That is usually the case.
That is the case. Anyway.
But I give people flowers. It's like, go do your thing. Blow, let the people hear you. So
right.
That's it.
Cool. So they call you to Pineapple.
They call me to Pineapple Studios and I see what's going on.
What is going on?
There's dancers there.
Right.
There's there's 8 dancers there. Then I'm like, whoa, what's happening? And I'm like, oh, this is really. I'm thinking of the vibes. Cool. You know, it's really cool. And these guys are talking to me. It's like, they said, we got a little project going on. Do you want to be a part of it?
Right.
And I'm like, all right. Sounds good, man. It looked like you guys got a good vibe. I like the energy they gave off.
Did they tell you the project's a boy band, or did you say project?
It was just a project.
Okay, cool.
So I like the energy that they were giving off, you know, and I do a lot of energy, and I like the energy. And I thought, this is really good. This is good fun, man. Let's do something.
Which 2 members of this, by the way? Not that do you know what I mean? Because there was the brother with the curtains, and then there was the motherfucker with the abs, bro, out here. You get me? I don't know his name. You get me?
I ain't really gonna. Okay, it was the 2 you mentioned.
Oh, swear! Look at that, straight in, baby.
It was the 2 you mentioned.
Okay, cool, sick.
It was the 2 you mentioned. So, so I'm gone there. They're rehearsing this, and I said, "This is really cool." So lo and behold, they were trying to form we were trying to form a group or trying to be a group, but because we gelled so well. I wasn't thinking about no group. I thought this works really well.
What did you do in the Pineapple bit? What was it? An audition? What was it? You said there was dancers and all that.
Well, there was dancers there. Well, the thing is, I don't know, because for me it wasn't. I just saw dancers in the corner, and they were rehearsing for something.
Right, and they asked you to join the rehearsal.
And I said, just come down to rehearse. Come down and check it out. They said to come.
Check it out or to rehearse with us.
No, it was literally come down.
Check it out is to watch. Rehearse is like use in this motherfucking group.
No. So check it out.
Okay.
I didn't know I was rehearsing anything.
Okay,
I was like, check it out.
Right.
So I come to check it out.
Yeah.
As far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
And I come to check out and see what's going on. And also I haven't really had a deep conversation with these guys, but I know them. So I just thought, go down there and have a chat with them and see what's going on. So lo and behold, we're there, and we gel so well that we started to do like little shows here and there. What I didn't realise is there was a project going on that First Avenue, which managed Eternal and all these other people, were looking for some people.
So they were already on board this First Avenue.
I believe they were on board because I didn't know the logistics at the time because I was just in my own zone.
Right.
But as far as I gathered, they were on board, but they were looking for something special.
But do you do the rehearsals on that day, or are you just chilling with them?
I'm just chilling with them.
Okay, cool.
And listen to how they sing, and I'm joining in with some of their singing.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm just in.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they say, right, sick, let's go out and do some shows.
Let's do some.
Okay, and you're like, I'm with it.
Yeah.
And then the shows come in, like come. The man's gone too far. My bad.
Man, you
pump
running.
the brakes. Go on.
You
Walk me through, baby.
You're running
Walk
like
me through.
Usain Bolt, man.
No. Let's stride this nicely. Go on. Because the man don't do podcasts, you know. So I might as well get it out once, you get me? Right, go on.
Running. So we go to First Avenue Management, and they seem to like what they see. As in
You perform for them?
As in what they see as a unit. Unit of 4 black people. Look.
Oh, the fourth brother, hold on. You said there was 3.
Okay. The fourth brother was the choreographer who was doing the dancing.
In Pineapple?
In Pineapple.
Right, on
So
that day.
he I don't know the logistics of that, but he jumped on board.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so he was in. So the 4, that's when it became 4.
Is the name a thing at the moment or not?
What do you mean?
MN8, is it are you
No,
called
it's
that?
not a
Okay,
thing.
cool.
We're called the Juice.
The Juice, baby.
It's called the Juice.
No OJ Simpson, you get me?
This is the Juice. This
Okay,
is like the
so
juice.
you lot are like,
there's
right.
no M&8. This is the Juice.
Right, who came up with the name The Juice?
The Juice was there when
Already.
when
So
I
they
was there.
said this is a project. It's called The Juice.
No,
You want in?
no. The band, all 3 of them, the 2 of them had a band called the Juice. The Juice just came on board to First Avenue.
Okay.
It gets confusing.
No.
It
I'm
gets
with it. I'm
confusing,
with
but
it.
it'll
So
start to
you
make.
joined The Juice.
So I'm with the Juice. I ain't joined nothing yet because joining means signing contract.
Okay, cool.
So I'm there.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm there. So first time you like what they see. They like to see the 4. Like to see. So we had to. They said like you need to think of a name. Need to think of like
The management said.
Yeah. We need to.
They
you
like
need-
you, but
we
they
need
don't.
To, we need to think of a
They
name.
don't
or
like the
something. Yeah.
juice.
We need to think of a
The
name. or
juice
something.
ain't juicy.
Yeah, we ain't juicing, man.
Yeah.
They ain't no sugar pops or anything.
Yeah.
So collectively,
There's no Nucci bullet at these times for the juice. You get me?
So collectively, we came up with M&8.
Okay. How did you come up with that?
Well, M&8 just means to grow.
The word M&8.
The word M&8 means to grow. So we were young and we were growing into men.
But that's a very how can I put it? It's a clever name.
Yeah, it's a clever way of doing
Yeah.
it.
So who came up with that?
All of us
You
came up
can't
with
all
it.
come up with M&8. That don't work.
How
That
can we
don't
all
make sense.
come-
So one man says, "How about M&8?" and the rest go, "Oh yeah, sick." You don't fucking sit there and all 4 of you go, "Right, pull out your piece of paper." Oh, we all wrote M&8. It don't happen, bro.
Well, you sit there.
That's a very like clever.
You sit there and
to
you
emanate
brainstorm.
a myth.
You sit there and brainstorm.
Right. So
you brainstorm.
Who said, bro? Tell us, man. Stop gassing the thing. Who came up with the thing?
So the brainstorm came up with G. Then it was K. Then we all kind of went, oh, maybe. And then I think either me or someone said, why don't we just abbreviate it? Why don't we instead of having the word M&8, why don't we just have M,
That was you, yeah.
N, and the number 8?
Yeah, sick.
All right. And we all kind of went, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because it kind of makes sense.
Makes
Easy, short, done, finish.
100.
It's not long-winded.
What about the individual names?
Eh?
Kule T and...
I was always quiet.
Huh?
So that's why they call me Kule T, because I was always quiet.
Right.
I wasn't really, you could see some of the interviews, I wasn't really one for interviews.
Right.
I wasn't really one to talk nonsense.
Yeah, but are you calling yourself Kule T at this moment?
At this moment, yeah.
Okay, and the others have got their names as well.
Everybody's got their names.
I don't know.
For individual characters.
You got to remind me, fam. There's
So
a G.
you got Kule T.
Yeah.
You got G-Man.
Yeah,
I ain't going into his details.
G-Man. Well, he wanted to be called
Yeah.
G-Man. I respect it. You get me?
KG.
Yeah.
And then we got details.
Okay, fair enough.
So we got those
Right,
those four.
But you are creating a package.
we are creating a package.
And this is a lot of thing that this is a good thing that people don't know about brand. The brand creating.
You have to create the idea.
You've
It has to
created
make
a
sense.
brand from start. It ain't no joke.
Yeah. So 4 of us kind of sat down. We create the idea. We create the brands, and then first time we're like, okay, I like this. This is good.
Okay. What boy bands are at this time in the UK? Who's doing their thing? Are Damage out?
No, Damage is not out.
Okay.
We were the first black. Ultimate Chaos was out. That's the
Ultimate
only band.
Hoochie Booty. I heard about that tune.
Ultimate Chaos was the only kind of
Ultimate Chaos.
black band out.
That was it.
That was it.
Not no one else. And then
No one else.
just white boy bands. Who was out?
Just what? Take that.
Like E17 out.
Are they out? No, they're
Hey,
not
I'm
out
trying
yet.
to holler
Is
at
it-
Brian Harvey's playing games with me, you know, bro.
Oh, don't worry, sorry.
Bro, I'm telling you, the guy he's playing games with me, bro. I need to speak to Brian. I went to his house once, bro. I'm telling you. Anyway, side note. Right, E17 not out.
They're not out
Take
yet.
that out.
Take that out.
911.
911's no, I don't think 911's out.
Oh,
I can't
swear,
remember.
this
I
is
don't know.
really early doors then.
Yeah, I don't think 911. I can't remember
Steps.
who's out. Steps, are they out?
Okay, so
We have to go into
we're talking
archives
early
for that
doors.
one. early.
So there was no
black.
boy,
The only person,
UK boy.
Yeah, the only
black.
people out were Ultimate Chaos. That was it.
Cleopatra was around just as black group.
Yeah,
I know
but they
were
weren't
female,
out.
but
They weren't out around
years
the same.
before.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah, they were.
trying to-
Yeah, Cleopatra.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So
okay.
So because we were like the only kind of adult-looking black R&B artists out there.
Yeah. How old are you at this point?
I'm hitting 19, but we
Okay.
are saying that we are kind of younger.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Okay.
So
You joined this management group. They like the package.
they like the package. So we try and basically shop for a record deal. That's what you do.
Yeah.
So shopping for a record deal is different.
Right. Explain it how it is then.
So back then we'll be in the studio recording a single, album, whatever it is, and then record companies will come in the studio, and you'll have to perform in the booth for them because they're looking. Okay, let's see what you guys have got. And it was like straight up with America's like, let's see you perform. Let's hear it.
But there's a lot of emphasis on doing it live as well.
It was live. No, it was live.
That's what I mean.
You had to do it live.
Back
Yeah.
then, I'm saying like
Back then it was.
That's
yeah.
what they're looking for. Do you know what I mean?
There wasn't a
There ain't
facilities.
no auto tune here, brother.
There wasn't the facilities to do all that kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It has to be live, and you have to come correct.
Yes.
Because these people invested money in you.
Absolutely. So who's bringing this in? The management.
So the manager's bringing in
these
like labels, a Virgin,
and they've
bringing
just got
it
the
over.
hookup because that's hard in itself, bro. To get attention of
because
labels.
how do you get someone in to say come and see my band?
Okay.
Or come and see. So that was hard in itself. But first, they had a lot of clout that they had.
Did you sign to the management?
We signed to the production company.
Okay.
Yeah, so we signed. They had a management company and a production company. So we signed to production company.
Okay.
So they bring people down.
Okay. When you sign, is there a fee there or what is it?
Is there a fee? As in, do we get
When
paid?
you sign to them, yeah, at that moment.
There is well, you could assume there's a fee.
Okay.
I ain't see it.
Man, I ain't see it. Man's the Stevie. Where'd it go?
I ain't see it.
Okay, but on contract there was a fee.
There was a fee on contract.
Okay.
There's a fee.
Can we say how much, or we not allowed?
No, we're not allowed to say. I can say how much the overall deal we had
Go on
was.
then.
So the overall deal was like $250,000 or something like that.
To the management, yeah, with
the record company. With the record company.
Oh, that's the record. I'm talking
yeah.
about the production though, because you signed to the production company first.
So we're signed to production. I don't think there's any money there. I can't remember.
Okay, cool.
But once you get the deal,
Right, cool. Okay.
so
Let's
remember
park
the
that.
production not just going to give you. They want to give you the deal.
So you with the production company, they got the management. They're bringing in all of these label execs to come and see you
and
perform.
They will take a percentage.
and
of
you
that.
lot are crushing it, yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing our thing. We're recording. As
What
well as
songs are you
performing.
doing for them? Are they
So
just
we're
your
doing-
own or just
No,
known songs?
we're doing the stuff we're recording. So it'll be I'll look a little something for you. If you only let me in, stuff like that.
Okay, so-
because we're just in the recording
So
process.
those tracks are done then.
Those tracks are in the middle of doing.
Okay.
So while we're recording, they're bringing people down. So you have to make shit work.
Right.
You have to make it work somehow.
Yeah.
Because these people want to see you perform.
Yeah.
They don't care what song you want to
Yeah,
perform.
yeah,
They just want to see what the body of four looks like.
Right, yeah.
And for them to visualize
Yeah,
how
the
they would be on
chemistry
stage.
and the vibes
chemistry and the vibe and whether they could sing and
Boom.
they're feeling for that.
Okay, cool.
Song will come. But that's what they're feeling with. That's what they
Alright.
want to invest in.
Right.
So we had an A&R guy from Columbia Records liked what we were doing. He kind of saw us as like the Four Tops or...
Columbia's no joke. Like, there's a big motherfucking labels, bro.
Yeah,
Columbia got like Mariah. I think they had Mariah.
Yeah, they had Mariah at the time.
Right, they got
Tommy
Mariah
Mottola,
Carey,
yeah,
bro.
Tommy
Tommy
Mottola's
Mottola.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She had
Yeah.
that Mariah. So they,
MJ.
they took
You
a
know how
mad
MJ
interest in
felt
it.
about Tommy, but we'll talk about it
Yeah,
later.
that's a long thing.
Okay.
But they liked what they saw.
Right.
They had a feel for the guy was very much a Motown, and he saw us as like a Motown
UK,
Four Tops kind of.
UK, yeah.
That was kind of his vision. He had a really beautiful guy, lovely guy.
Mm.
So they eventually they said we want to sign you guys.
It wasn't Berry Gordy, was it?
No, it wasn't Berry Gordy.
I'm joking. All right, go on. Sorry.
I just slipped that one in there.
Yeah.
So they liked what we did and they signed us.
So did they say instantly, we want to sign you? How does it work?
Yeah, well they just
in
just
the
said-
room, the
Yeah,
guy
in the room,
says-
sat down and go, we want to sign you guys.
He said, we want to sign you.
Yeah.
So what's that
All the
feeling like?
necessary, what the feeling like.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the feeling was because I'm a youngster going, what's going on? I was literally sitting there and going, I don't know what's going on.
The other boys the same age?
Yeah, we're around the same age.
Right. So
And I know something's happening,
there's a bit of a...
but it's like, because I don't know the industry. I know something exciting is happening, but I don't exactly know what.
Right, okay.
And I know that someone says you've just signed to Columbia Records. I went, okay.
Okay.
So I go and tell my mum, and mum's screaming. Everybody's screaming in the house.
Everyone's screaming.
Everybody's screaming.
Are you actually taking it in, or you still just like?
I'm
whatever?
still. It took me a while.
Okay.
It took me a while to take it in.
Yeah.
So now we kind of go on to recording stuff now. Now people
hold on,
want.
no.
Now,
See-
am I slipping?
Usain Bolt. You see it? How the tables turn.
I got.
You got to sign something, no?
Yeah, we had to sign the paperwork.
Right. So they present you with this paperwork.
Send me the paperwork.
250 grand.
Yeah.
Are you aware of what you're signing? What's going on?
I am slightly aware of what I'm signing. I don't
Okay.
know all the logistics. We go to we hire lawyers.
Yeah.
And we hire accountants.
Right.
And we
Off your own back.
Off our own back.
But who knows all this stuff? Like
Lawyer.
we're gonna hire a lawyer. We're gonna hire a. Do you know, like
we
it's good because you're not naive. I'm saying it's good. You don't know what you're doing. Kind of. I'm
we
guessing
kind
you
of.
don't, 'cause you're
So
not-
so who do we have? I think I'm just trying to think if Ralph, because Ralph Daly was our manager
Right.
at the time. I'm just trying to think when he came on board. My brain's trying to think when
Okay.
he came on board. I think he came on board before we signed.
Right.
So he came on board. Ralph was a lovely guy, absolutely lovely guy, and he came on board and he helped us to find the people, to the lawyers and the accounts
Right,
and everything
cool.
else, and do all the logistics.
And in
stuff.
your mind, that's 250 grand. Is that split 4 ways?
They're split 4 ways.
Okay, cool.
It sounds pretty like it's 250
It's a
grand.
lot
in
of
my pocket,
fucking money in them days, bro. You're buying property, bro. You're good.
but it's split 4 ways. But you have to bear in mind, and this is what I didn't bear in mind.
Yeah.
The 250 grand also sorts out your video shoot,
Yeah.
your photo
We're
shoot,
gonna get to it.
your studio thing,
Studio.
your recording thing,
expenses,
your mastering,
All
your
them
expenses,
lobsters and
all-
champagne
all
y'all been
those,
popping in the dance. You get me?
all of that madness. But
And you didn't
you'd
know.
assume this is what you were gonna get the money, but that's all of those things are in that.
So you
pipeline.
sign the contract, but you don't see the money, but you're like, yeah, boom.
Yeah, we're good.
Do
We're
you
good
not
to go.
think at some point, why have I not got my 60, 70 grand or whatever it is?
Oh, you
the split
definitely
is?
think what is like why?
Okay,
what's
are you
that?
not vocalizing this to anybody?
No,
Are the group not saying, hold on, fam?
no,
Nut-
because
nothing ain't hit
the moment you sign, you have to start recording.
Okay, so it's
So you
just
fo-
like all
you're-
full
you're-
steam ahead. You ain't
yeah.
really got time.
You focus on recording.
You just get whisked away.
You have to focus recording. You have to start recording the album, and start deciding what the single is. You have to do all of these bits and pieces because otherwise there's going to be no return.
Okay, so the family's over the moon.
They're over the moon. Everybody's happy as Larry.
Right, you start recording.
I start recording. We start recording the album. We start rehearsing because one of the guys is a choreographer, so it was
That's
a lot.
right.
It was in-house
that's
in-house
sick,
routines.
yeah.
So we start rehearsing in Pineapple, making sure our stuff is
Adding
correct.
up the tab. Yeah.
Well, we weren't thinking of no
No,
tab.
I understand,
We
I
were just
understand.
like, Pineapple Studios, let's go.
Yeah.
So rehearsing in Pineapple Studios, in and out, just rehearsing as much as we can. And then our very first kind of appearance was we kind of quickly did Carnival, but it wasn't like an official thing.
Do we know what year this is?
This was
Is this pre-Rampage stage, bro?
this is pre-Rampage days, man. This was we're hitting so.
Bear in mind, I see videos of like Jay-Z's been Carnival, Busta Rhymes performed at Carnival.
I won't be surprised.
Yeah. Westwood brought them. So I'm saying like,
Oh, West was back in it.
yeah. There's videos of these people out here, bro. Like
I wish they had a visual of us
Yeah,
back in the
but
day.
go on.
So we
Do you know what year this is?
this we're looking at probably 93.
Okay.
Probably round about. So we do the impromptu performance at Carnival. So people thought Jodeci was in town because one of the guys got a really strong American accent.
Right.
So I didn't know who Jodeci was because my brain is still in gospel commission, all this other stuff. So people thought Jodeci was about.
So they thought you
So
lot were
there was
Jodeci.
a whole crowd of people.
Oh, just waiting for Jodeci.
No, there was a whole crowd of people listening to what we were doing because we were just going mad on stage. We were just like climbing poles, doing and singing.
Yeah.
So people were just going ballistic.
Topless and shit, whining.
Yeah,
up on the
well,
stage,
that's
doing the mad
that
thing.
was G's doing his thing, man.
Yeah,
'cause
come on.
we assigned him to that, man. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
did his thing. But yeah, now and people were just going nuts.
Yeah.
So he walked away going,
Well, we're sick. Yeah.
because we always
What songs you doing? Your songs that no one knows.
This is one like one of us, one of the songs that were out for the Juice at the time. So they
Right.
performed one of their songs because this song didn't get signed,
Right,
but it was out.
Right. She's just-
So we performed that, and people were going mental. And I was like, Ross, man, I didn't know this get this kind of reaction.
And this is kind of the R&B.
This is the R&B, yeah, it's that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So we start recording. We now finished recording, deciding what single to release.
And the album's recorded, all of it.
All it's recorded.
Okay.
So it's kind of sitting there ready. So we decided. So I Got Innocent Forward was decided to release.
Is that your call or is it that the label's call?
It's kind of both. It was a both thing.
Okay, so let's just talk about that song. Who wrote that song?
So we didn't write the song.
Yeah.
It was Dennis Inglesby and I forgot the other guy's name. They co-wrote the song. We wrote the wrote parts of the song.
What, as in the rap?
As in the rap parts. We wrote those parts.
Yeah.
And kind of...
Who wrote that? All of you or the rapper guy?
All of us wrote it.
Okay.
And we kind of vocal arranged quite a lot of bits to make, because when it was sent to us, it was okay, but it had potential.
So just to paint the picture, when a song's sent to you, it's recorded by someone else's vocal.
Right, so basically, someone will send you a song.
Recorded everything.
And it's kind of like a guide of how they would want it.
Yeah.
You then go, okay, I like that.
But the beat's the same pretty much.
It's more or less the same. Sometimes it's produced differently.
Yeah.
So you look at it and go, you can see potential in it. So that will work if we do this, and this.
Yeah.
So
you add your own flavour on it.
That's basically what it is. So we add our flavour, wrote the rap on it, and we kind of spun it in our way where all four of us were singing on it.
Okay, park that a minute. With the rap, do you now get writing credits?
For the rap, no, that's a whole nother publishing issue, and we won't get into that part.
No, we're gonna get into this motherfucker, bro. Okay. So at this junction, you don't get writing credits for the rap.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, so fair enough. Did you know it was gonna be a hit?
No.
You don't know.
Didn't have a damn clue.
Did you get a vibe that this is something?
The only time I got a vibe was when we performed on stage. That it worked.
Did you perform that at Carnival?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
So we knew it had potential.
So you risked it.
It was
my bad.
Yeah, it was a mad risk.
My bad. Yeah, go on.
It was a mad risk, and we thought to ourselves, if we do it a certain way, it's gonna work.
Okay. Well, what do you mean a certain way?
I don't know, just something. It was a case of if we have our own different characters on it, our own individuality. That's the word.
On the track
itself.
Yeah.
It will work.
I noticed kind of there's not really a lead singer on it, I suppose.
Yeah, there's no lead singer.
The guy with the curtains, I suppose, is kind of.
There's no lead singer on that particular song. There's none, because everybody takes lead in whatever part.
And everyone's got the gift of vocal.
Everybody's got a gift of vocal.
Amazing.
Apart from the dancer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
He's above rap.
But everybody, he did the rap, no?
Yeah, he did the rap.
Okay. Cool.
So everybody's kind of got the gifts of vocal, and everybody's their own individual vocalist.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Within the group.
So you don't know that that's going to be the banger, but you run with it.
You just run with it.
And
you run with it.
And you guys picked that single.
Yeah, we picked it, mentioned it to the production company. They kind of liked the idea as well.
FYI, what was the other song that you was kind of thinking could
see? That's what I don't. That's quite mad, because we had that one. We had If You Only Let Me In.
Baby It's You.
Baby It's You. We had Happy.
Black Pearl. Jesus, don't gas me up.
You know, some people know that tune. They like that tune as well. Yeah.
What? Come on.
Man, no, but that tune.
Mama. Yeah.
So we kind of run with it because and then we create a routine around it.
Okay.
So we practice it. We do it as a single. We create a routine around it.
As in a dance routine.
A dance routine around it, and like D comes up with really really good concepts.
There's a lot of that going on, fam. There's a lot of that going on, bro. The open hand, fam.
Yeah, I'm an open hand man, innit? I've got a big hand, innit?
Open.
I won't say what the big hand does, but I've got a big hand.
Yeah, that gives the smackdown, bro. All right, cool. So you plan that, and you say, right, this is going to be our single.
We're going to drop it. We're going to do it. And everybody's in agreement.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy with the idea. So we create the video.
Okay, so you do the video first.
So we do the video first.
Can we just talk about that video?
Oh man.
What?
You know what I remember the video?
What?
Pain.
Why?
Because we started at 5.
I was going to play it, but
we started like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we were performing.
This is your first video shoot.
This is our first video shoot. And we were performing from 5 in the morning till about 1 at night.
For that video.
Dance routines.
Yeah. What about the concept of the video? It just seems.
Well, we had someone that came with the concept. And
it just seems like you're in the dance studio. Is that just, or just a room?
It's one location.
Yeah,
just one room, one location. And back then there was a lot of one room, one location,
Yeah.
water on your face,
Yeah.
water on your chest, vest.
Come on.
It was
White
it,
vest
It's
and
white
that.
vest.
Man, I had the boxers on. Don't piss me off.
White
Whose
vest,
idea were the boxers, bro?
That was Ralph.
Okay. Is this like the Tommy Hilfiger era? Because I remember them boxers, or was
I
it
think
before
we-
that?
no,
Because you had the MN8 on that.
Yeah,
actual box.
we tried to do the whole Tommy.
I rate it, but I'm saying, is that the inspiration? You get me? I don't know about the timelines, because you might have even you might even helped Tommy. You get
No,
me?
Tommy probably was out before us.
Okay.
I don't want to
No,
curse
no,
Tommy.
no.
Tommy was out before us.
I hear that.
But we do the video. We shoot the video.
Why does the video take so long? Is that just
It's just the way it was, because we had to. It's like different shots, different cuts.
and the actual
It
director's
takes
picked
time.
by who? Some label?
No,
picks
this
that?
we hire a videographer.
Okay.
They
And
come down with a concept. They
and the
break down.
treatments
They
discuss
storyboard it
everything.
and everything else. We look at stories. And
Yeah,
that's
okay.
cool. It's a good idea.
Okay.
So we just follow their direction. We're young.
Wardrobe?
We follow it.
You?
Wardrobe. We hire someone to do the wardrobe.
Yeah.
A lot of it was our own input as well. And the guy was cool with that, because he wanted us to have our input as well as him having input
Yeah.
as well. Otherwise, it just won't work.
Don't seem to be wearing much, to be fair.
Yeah,
fella. Let's have it
the vest
right.
was not too
Man,
difficult.
wearing wife beaters in America, you call them. You get me?
Wife, Bigfoot trousers and
Yeah.
everything.
Come
So
on, bro.
it wa-
Baggy trousers and that. Yeah.
That stuff's coming back now, man.
Bro, it's a vicious
It's back.
circle.
I'm looking at people
you
going-
see these tight pants that soon leave.
The,
Watch,
the
it's true.
tight pants are gone, man.
Gone, bro. It's crazy, bro. It just goes round and round.
It
So
literally
I'm
goes
just
round
waiting
in
for the
circles.
off-key Moschino to come back. I'm winning.
You got it there.
And then soon come the Avex jacket's gonna come back. I'm in.
I should probably there already.
It's in my mama's house somewhere, bro.
Listen, Fashion Week's coming in September. See what happens. Man.
I'm telling you, bro.
See what
All
happens.
right, go on. So you filmed the video.
So we filmed the video. All we just kind of follow direction, because for me especially, it's new.
Yeah.
and
Are you like excited at this point? Or is it
I'm
is
excited.
it
I'm just trying to,
work?
because I'm not a major dancer. I won't call myself as a big dancer. I'm just trying to make sure I get the routine right.
Yeah.
That's all, because I don't want to let down my boys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I want
yeah.
to make sure everything's tight and boom, straight
Yeah.
on point.
Are you all still very tight as boys?
Yeah. We're boys, man.
You're riding the wave, yeah?
We're just like everybody's there.
Cloud
everybody's
nine, yeah?
Same focus, same that we're. And the thing that's what made us work in the early days, man, because we had focus like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the video's done. It gets released. I'm trying to remember how I felt. It gets released.
Where does it get released? Because
It gets
in
released
these days,
on
that-
MTV.
It's not going on YouTube at 6
No.
PM.
Hold on. So it's MTV.
Right. So how does it go on MTV? Is that just all? Is that all your label?
That's all
handling?
the label. That's all the
Okay.
record label.
So you just sit back and
I
just
just sit back.
Just
It goes MTV. We do Radio 1 road shows.
because to get on them is not a joke.
It wasn't
it's very
easy.
difficult.
But
bro.
imagine seeing yourself on MTV.
But
I'm
when
like,
you come from the record label Columbia, I suppose it's a bit of a cheat code, isn't it?
yeah, they had ways of doing things.
Of course.
So all the behind the scenes, we didn't. I
Because
didn't
the
really know.
execs will be saying, "Listen, we
Okay,
got
that's gonna go
Mariah,
there.
we've got this MN8 group. You need to push them." And people go, "Well, of course, if it's coming from
Basically,
you, though."
that's basically what it is.
Yeah, okay,
You come from Columbia Records, everybody's gonna push it.
And it goes on MTV.
Goes MTV, and we
What
do
main MTV or MTV is based
MTV
out of-
Main, MTV Bass,
all of it.
all of it, everywhere.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, I don't know when this ricochet effect happened, but it just blew, like
Really,
blew up.
it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we know how to go viral with these days.
Yeah,
When
now.
things blow, you can tell,
Yeah.
it's blowing. But in them days, bro,
Didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
It just blew. We just looked at each other going, what? Because every time we performed, we were just being ourselves.
so you would be performing the song around, just
I'll
where,
be put-
wherever
we-
the label
we-
takes you.
So we were performing for about a year
that song.
before it was released. So we were doing school shows, clubs, anywhere we can find. We
Are you
were
getting paid for this?
No,
You're
this
not
is all
getting
promotion.
paid?
This is all to promote the song.
Right, so the label tells you this is you
Yeah,
have
this
to
is
do
place.
this to
Yeah,
promote.
school run.
The video's not out yet, right?
Video's not out. School, so you do school road shows, because
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day it was school road shows. So we go around schools, perform, do all that
So
stuff.
how are you making money at this point? You're just not making money.
Not really making money.
So how are you lot like eating, feeding yourselves? You know what I mean?
You get a lot of something because you got to travel a tour person.
Yeah. So that person
and
paying
you get like a wage.
okay,
It's like a wage thing.
a lot
So we go
or a little.
No,
What is it?
It was 100
What a week?
£100 a week.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you thought it was a day.
No, I don't know, bro. I don't yeah, if it's Colombia, bro, it might just be. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so you get £100 a week.
You get.
But none of you are complaining about it.
No,
one's
because we're on a
going,
wave.
but
We're on a
yeah,
wave, man.
Yeah,
we don't.
yeah.
Why would you complain?
Yeah.
You're taking from that place to that place to that
And you're
place.
getting
to that
clothes
place.
and all that.
Getting clothes. You don't feel away.
Yeah. So you're feeling the celebrity
Exactly,
type
we're
of
doing-
lifestyle.
yeah,
Not
'cause
that
we-
you've blown yet, but you're
We're
getting.
blown, but we're doing school shows. You're getting girls chasing after you. Don't know why.
Yeah.
And you're doing all this promotional work.
Yeah.
So once we've done all this promotional work, suddenly the single releases. And suddenly the single releases go straight top 10.
Does it straight away?
Straight away.
Yeah.
Straight top 10.
And the feeling of that is like,
I was going, imagine I'm in my room sweeping my floor, in my room, put on the radio, emanates, straight in at number, what was it called? What was it? Number 7.
yeah.
I looked at my mum going, what? Straight in at what?
Yeah.
I was like,
So you couldn't really process it.
so we're all phoning each other going, what?
Yeah.
Screaming down the phone.
Yeah. Mad.
But we knew from there, it's going to be work.
Right.
Because we knew from there, the momentum has to, we have to keep.
Number 7 is like,
We were shocked.
it just blows.
We were shocked.
Literally.
I don't know whether it's because of the whole year of us just doing shows, performing, doing school shows. And I don't know whether it was
I
that.
can only imagine from my experience if I was there. You get
From
me?
your experience. Go on, Gabe.
It was a breath of fresh air though. The song was a banger. Yeah. The guys, you had a polished look. You had one guy.
That's what we were
one
kind of-
guy fucking abs out and that. Obviously,
Yeah,
with like
that's
the
G,
Peter
wasn't
Andre thing. You know, was Peter Rand these
Yeah,
times.
Pete was Rand,
So
yeah.
you get me? That was a big thing about
Yeah.
guys looking good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're right. There was no other black boy
wasn't
band,
any other.
anything, and the song was a banger.
Yeah, but the thing is, and we didn't
Bonafide banger.
even know at the time. It's
Yeah.
only like every time we performed it, people just went mental.
So you go number 7,
yeah,
and then what? You start getting more shows.
doing shows, started to do radio road shows.
Yeah.
Smash hits back in the
Because
day.
Smash Hits were massive. That was everything at the
Yeah,
time.
so we did Smash Hits, Radio 1 shows, Capital Radio shows. Our first show we did at Capital Radio, we were like, I call it the warm-up people, but we were just starting, so we were the first act
Right.
to go on. Because usually you get the first act, and then you got a little headliner.
Yeah, who was it?
I can't remember who's headliner at the time. But what happened, every time we went on, the crowd went crazy.
Right,
When other people went on, it just went dead.
right.
I remember they're recording live.
Yeah.
They're filming this live, and they
Yeah.
can't have crowd just
Dead
going quiet.
crowd, yeah.
Get quiet. So they kept on moving us forward. Because every time we
But
perform,
you've already done the song, so
yeah, we done the song, but in the meantime of the promotion, when we were doing stuff, every time, even though we've done the song, we're still a new act. So certain people get priority.
Are you just doing the one song?
But we're just doing the one song. This is just
That's
the one
it.
song, and people going mental.
4 minutes of carnage.
Because every time we performed,
Yeah.
we didn't care. Not in any bad way.
of course.
We just didn't care.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
would do our routine and just do what we need
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
And every time we did that, people just went crazy.
Yeah.
Because you get some bands have a set routine and set place, and they're just, you can see they're kind of blocked
Yeah.
routine wise. Whereas the camera guy said to me like, "This is your X, you stay there." But we really like that. We would say yes, yes, yes,
And does not do that.
and we just go.
But you're
go
doing the
mad.
actual routine or you're just doing raggle stuff?
We do our routine,
And then
we
there's
break
a
out of
freestyle
it,
element. Yeah,
and then we
yeah.
go back to the routine. That's what kind of
People
I think
like.
that's what threw people
Yeah. So
because they didn't think
it
we were
acts-
that kind of
yeah.
guys.
You're freestyling, but
Freestyle,
you come
and
back
then we come
sing.
back together, and people were screaming like there's no tomorrow,
Okay.
and because we were just doing our thing,
Yeah.
and then eventually we started to end up headlining
Okay.
because I don't think they could afford a quiet crowd.
Yeah. I hear
So we
that.
started headlining stuff and doing stuff like that. So
you're
I
really
think,
just seeing this whole thing in real
Yeah.
time, just blowing up.
yeah, and I think as we headline stuff, the bigger the track got.
And then you do Top of the Pops as well, which
do
is
Top of the
which
Pops.
is iconic. Like
Top of the Pops, mad. We do the word.
the word with Mark.
Now the word, I have to say, I'm trying to remember all this now. The word was the very first TV.
Okay.
The word was the very,
was it?
and it's still on YouTube.
Who was the brother with the gel hair man?
Oh, I forgot his
Is it
name.
Mark?
man.
Mark something.
Mark something. Yeah.
I don't know. It might be
Mark,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the word.
So the word was the big boy.
Word
program.
was the very first one.
Okay.
And I don't know whether it's because of the word everything just
The
blew
word
up.
ended Shabba Ranks, you know.
Yeah, I know about it. We ain't gonna go into that one.
Hey.
But
Anyway.
Shabba was.
Anyway.
Anyway, we don't get into that. We will put that aside.
Side quest.
But
Yeah.
when we did the words, I remember we had to do it live.
right.
The word had to be done live because there was none of this overdubbed. That we had to do it live.
Mm.
So when we did the word, that must have made things blow up because suddenly after we did the word, it went crazy.
Was K7 around at this time? I don't know why.
K7?
That's just coming to my mind.
I remember K7
Come,
as
baby,
well.
come on, man.
I remember K7.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I don't know why. That's just.
I can't think of the timeline.
They were cold. They were
Yeah,
cold.
I remember
I'll
that. That
give you
tune was big.
Come
It
on,
was a big tune.
come on. Okay, so you do the word. You're everywhere. You're on smash hits
Yeah.
everywhere. Top of the pops. I see
Everywhere.
Kylie
Minogue
hosting and
How
saying,
you
"Amen."
see that?
Brother, why do you think I don't know? Innit? I was there, but I wasn't. You get me?
You're there.
You get me?
So
But-
yeah, Cardi introduced us on.
Yeah.
And then we do shows with you. Do you remember the Out Here Brothers?
Don't stop. Yeah, there
The-
was an X-rated version.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it.
But Out Here Brothers was mental. We did shows with them. And then things just got even bigger. And then suddenly we got into number 2.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, actually, what was the thing? Because you were 7, and then I think you went 6.
Then we went 6.
Yeah, and so it's like you were slowly creeping up. Whereas
creeping
some
up.
people would just, if you're number 1, you just kind of hit it, don't you?
Yeah. So we slowly, but that's why I said when we hit 7, we had to work.
Yeah, because that's even harder, I think,
yeah.
to build up and get number 1.
Yeah.
Because if you bust
Yeah.
bust number 1, you can't stop it.
Well, this is it.
Okay, so you're working hard.
So
actively to get
working
number 1.
hard. So we get to number 6. We work hard, and then suddenly we get to number 2 and beat Seal. I
Yeah.
love Seal.
Kiss from a rose.
Yeah, I love Seal.
Come on.
You know, I rate that man highly. Like,
Yeah.
but we beat him. As far as I was concerned, no disrespect to Seal, I was number 1.
Yeah.
Because I like Seal.
Yeah.
And then we had to deal with Celine Dion.
What song was it?
It was a song that was.
Because Thingy was out at the time. Entrance was out at the time.
Yeah, but
which
Celine
a
Dion
big
was
tune.
number 1 for a couple of weeks.
Celine.
She was sitting at number 1.
And there was
for
no
a couple-
Titanic at these times, bro.
She was sitting at 1 for a couple of weeks, and it doesn't.
What was it? It must have been a slow tune, innit? Power of Love. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's like, but they were sitting there. We were saying to Columbia Records, like, she's been there a long time.
Yeah.
Can you help us out?
Yeah.
And like, I just let her just move on so we can hit the number
Yeah.
ones. But it was like,
And they're like, no.
no,
Why?
no.
Was that their artist as well?
I believe she was signed. I believe she was signed to Columbia
Okay,
Records.
okay.
But I think she was going for. I don't know if she's going for a world record or people just like the tune. But we tried. But you can't beat Celine Dion. It's just like.
But let's just say, okay, but you go back on top of the pots, what, 3 times?
Yeah, 3
That's
yeah.
amazing, bro.
Yeah, 3 or 4
that's
times,
like
man.
people would do it once. That's lifelong, complete mission
Yeah.
completed. You know what I'm saying?
I think we ended up going on there for every single released.
Yeah, amazing. And then how many records do you sell of that?
Records, as in so.
Or single?
I think the single sales were about 300,000.
Okay, 300,000 records. You do realize if you sell that now, you're number 1 for like ever.
I know.
It just doesn't happen, bro.
I think we went. I think it was deemed a silver. We got a silver award for it.
300,000 records sold of one single.
Yeah,
Like,
one
have you
single.
got time to process this at the time? Or are you just enjoying the
No,
ride?
listen. They gave me the placard. I'm like, I was staring at. Trust me, I was staring at the placard for a while.
Yeah, but don't the plaque come later? Or
No,
instantly?
it wasn't instant. It wasn't instant because they gave it to us after. So when I
Right.
got it, I looked at it. I was staring at it for a long time.
Yeah.
Going how, and all I was then thinking of, how can I say how we worked so hard?
Yeah, because you have put in the
'Cause
work.
We worked hard.
It's a polished
'Cause I think
product.
some people think
You just
when
made
we
the tune.
when we hit number 7, I think people thought how did they do it?
Yeah.
Not realize we did like a whole year of work.
Yeah.
And because no one sees that whole behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
And it's a whole year of work and suddenly this
Okay,
happens.
and the money's the same at this moment, £100 a week.
The money increases a little bit. We'll
How
be able
much?
to
A little
live.
120 in that.
You've only got to calculate it for
Oh
weeks.
no, bro, you got to tell me.
Well, it increases like you get like what, £500 a week.
Oh, it's getting. Oh, that's a lot more, baby.
No, it increases.
So that is £100 a day almost. Yeah. Okay, so it increases. Yeah,
increases a little bit.
You get that. Are you all still living at home?
I'm still living at home.
Okay. Are you not questioning where your 250 is at this moment?
No.
Nobody is. Yeah. Enjoying.
Well, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm-
Are the
I
other
think-
boys? Is it
I
any
think
conversation?
everybody starts to, but I'm not really questioning it.
Okay, cool.
And that's the naivety of.
No,
of the
that's
industry,
fine. But obviously,
unfortunately.
this is back in the day as well.
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
the
yeah,
first.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is Damage at this point?
Damage starts to come out.
Okay,
they,
cool.
They start to come out. So
Okay.
I think they came out. I don't know if they came out after the second single,
Okay, cool.
but they start to come out this time.
Do you see them as competition? Not to put them in, obviously, for Black
No,
Boys.
no,
for-
Damage.
I don't
They're my
find that
boys,
way.
man. I've
Yeah.
got a lot of love.
But
for
do you
them.
know when like another group comes out and people, you know?
So
is
this,
it-
well, this is a situation, and I spoke to one of the guys from Damage about this, like I think last year, and I said to him, do you remember where there was controversy created when it became us, MN8 and Damage, because I think at the time Damage was seen as the real R&B group,
Right.
and we were seen like a pop kind of
Right.
thing, and I don't know whether people created that situation
purpose, yeah.
on purpose to create a little divide. And they didn't have a clue. Then I was like, I didn't know anything about that. You know?
Yeah.
And we kind
but just
of
from
laughed and joked about it.
Just from your point of view, when another boy band comes on the scene, do you see that as competition? Do you see it? What do you?
We
see
don't, because we just do our thing.
Right.
Because we had different boy bands come at time.
Yeah.
We had boy bands copying us.
Who else was
copying our routines and stuff
Who
like
was
that?
copying you?
I ain't saying no
Well,
names.
why not,
I
bro?
ain't
What do
putting
you
no one
mean? You
out.
said they're copying you. Who's copying you?
I ain't
Spill
putting-
that
no,
tea, brother. I want to know. Who's copying them,
putting-
brother? Come on, man.
Listen, back in the day, everybody was copying each other.
So that's
Hold on, lay back. Back in the day, everybody was copying each other in some way, shape, or form.
So who was you copying?
Hold on.
Oh, go on.
If you, we don't copy anybody, man. We ain't about that.
It's funny how that works. Everyone's copying, but not us.
No. We had in-house routines, man.
Right.
So I think what it wasn't a case of the band copying us. It was a case of their management or their label saying, do that.
What band was that?
There were different bands.
Come on, bro.
There were different.
Who was
there were
around, bro?
There were different bands at the time, man. I ain't saying
Remember,
nothing.
man. Who was around? 911 was about. S Club went around, were they?
No, they weren't around at that time. They came later.
So what? So what year is this? Sorry.
We're looking at. We're hitting the 95s now.
95s.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're hitting
And R&B pop is the in thing. Rap is not as big. Do you know what I'm saying? Rap's big, but it's not like.
R&B is the big thing.
The big
in
thing.
America. In
Yeah.
America and kind of over here.
But you've got the R&B pop sound. So,
Yeah.
So you're ticking.
But we were slightly ahead of our time.
Right.
Because it was still pop season. Take that season. The
It wasn't all
911
Blur and
season.
Oasis, was it?
It was no, not then.
Okay.
It was more pop for this country.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But R&B was kind of coming in. We kind of made it into like a pop R&B thing.
Yeah.
So it was very vague.
So just talk me through that, the good times. What kind of people are you meeting? Or,
Oh,
you know,
jeez.
Because you're four boys in the game. Is anyone you were starstruck by? You like, rah, man.
Janet, when we toured with Janet Jackson.
Okay. So how does that happen?
So our manager got the whole Janet Jackson thing.
Okay.
He knew people from there. I think he threw an idea to them and they're like, yeah, I love that idea. So we ended up doing a whole European tour with Janet.
Mental.
So that's threw me.
Yeah.
Like big time.
Yeah.
But
obviously MJ's still about at this point.
MJ's still about. He ain't coming to the shows though because he knows how it's gonna go.
MJ's the king of right now.
Yeah. Of good.
But his sister Janet, come on.
I have to say, Janet Jackson made me understand what work was.
Explain.
So she made me understand how hard you have to work and how strict you have to be. And how focused you have to be to create a really, really good show. And I watched her like rehearse and watched them dismantle the whole stage, put it back together, and the whole way they worked. Because I used to, when we finished doing our sound check, I used to sit on the chairs and watch them rehearse, watch the band rehearse the vocals. I'm like staring at, this is my whole thing. I'm hearing a mad drummer playing. I'm hearing these backing
like
vocals.
I'm
like sitting, I'm just staring and also trying to study as well. And trying to get how people work, how people dance, what they do.
Yeah.
You know, where do they, from when they're rehearsing on that day to the actual live show and the difference.
You spent time with Janet, like on a personal level.
When we did Wembley Stadium, that was kind of, because it's the last show, we got introduced to Janet. We kind of said hi. It was a kind of quick introduction.
But it's mad when people think you go on tour with someone, you're with them 24/7.
You're not
like that.
You're with the band. You're with the backing vocalist. You're with the dancers. You with the roadie. There was a roadie guy that was like, to me, he looked like he was 7 foot tall.
Right.
Actually, he was 6 foot something.
Yeah.
And he would always be, if he knocked the door and you weren't ready to go on stage, you will be in trouble because there is a time frame. And he would literally go, boom, boom, boom. You guys ready? Time to go. And we were like, oh, shit. Don't get us, make sure we're ready. Because everything is a time frame.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like, you learn these things. A youngster, you ain't going to
I don't think people know that you get fined on a venue as well if you go over
Oh,
time.
you will get fined.
If you're in Wembley or something and you go after a certain time period,
They'll
will
find you.
find the living shit out of you. Bro.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
But I think the good thing was that when we did the European tour, we were more known in certain parts of Europe than Janet was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it kind of, because like in France, we went gold in France.
Right.
So
That's true. So the song charts around the world.
yeah.
Australia even, you chart.
Australia, yeah, chart with gold in
New Zealand.
New Zealand chart as well. So for her, the balance was good because she's not well known in certain places. We're well known in places.
What song did she have at the time? What I'm trying to
It was a
figure out
River
what-
Nation album.
Okay.
She was doing River Nation.
Yeah, but
Control.
River Nation was control.
Yeah.
Control.
Imagine I'm sitting in the crowd, go okay.
And she got the outfits on the Rhythm
The
Nation.
whole thing,
Jesus.
the whole thing.
Okay.
And I'm literally just in awe.
But people know MN8.
Yeah, people know.
So are you lot enjoying yourselves as well though?
Oh, we are.
Are you partying?
I'm having the life of Riley.
Are you not single at this time?
I wasn't single, but I didn't say anything.
You wasn't single.
I wasn't single. No.
But you made that like
You do, but the thing is, you do back in the day because
you made that like you was.
Yeah.
Is that to the boys or the management or everybody?
No, that's the way things were formed back then.
What do you mean?
Because you couldn't be in a relationship because your clientele was mostly girls.
So how did you juggle that then? Imagine phone, yo baby, yeah man, it's a good show, but you know.
It was the only sad thing about it is that at the time, the person at the time didn't get to see a lot of my shows because I remember when Take That brought their partners down and they couldn't go through. The security had to take them round the back.
Is this something you saw with Take That?
Yeah, no. This was just a fact.
Just a fact. Yeah, go on.
You have to take them because they'll get torn to shreds.
Yeah.
Like literally get torn to shreds.
Yeah.
And I knew if the person that I was with at the time was with us, she'll get torn to shreds. Like,
Right.
literally. Because I saw girls get torn to shreds, just generally by girls.
The boys didn't know that you had a partner.
No, they knew. I told them.
Only
Yeah.
the boys knew.
Yeah, only the boys.
The other boys are single.
Yeah.
How long are you with this lady for?
A while.
Okay,
A while.
like
I
you-
like getting married and stuff.
Okay, so you love her.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then what is that like then when you got female attention on, like, as you say, girls fighting each other to get near you? How is that to process and understand?
It's a lot to process because if you're a performer, you not really have girls throwing themselves at you. Suddenly they are. It's a lot to process. But then on the flip side of it, it's actually pretty scary too.
Yeah.
Because they don't know who you are. They just know what they see.
Right.
They see you on stage, they see you perform, they see you do whatever performance they do.
Yeah.
They relate to you in regards to when you do interviews, but they don't actually know you.
Right.
So for what they see, that's what they like. You know, and that's what they're gonna go with.
But you're European superstars, somewhat of a sex symbols, all of you.
Kinda.
You got your abs out and shit, you know what I mean?
Not me, one of them.
But you get what I'm saying.
I bought my vest.
Listen, you're guilty, bruv.
I
What's
got my
that thing
vest.
when you're in the same thing and you
I
all do a
got my-
crime? You know what I mean? You're in there, bruv.
I had my
guilty.
vest.
Association and all that. What's it called, bruv, when someone does a crime and the other person's there and it's like,
I can't remember.
joint enterprise.
Yeah,
Man is guilty of joint enterprise. Yeah. But okay, but then are you like having fun with girls then? Be honest.
I'm not.
You're just not?
I think
Are you telling me that with a straight face?
Yeah. Listen, if it was happening, I ain't telling you.
Okay.
If it wasn't happening, I ain't telling you.
Okay. But what about the other boys then? Because they're
I ain't
single.
telling them neither.
Oh, come on,
Everybody's allowed their thing, man.
100%. I'm just saying, okay. But things is happening, yeah?
Everybody was happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're having a good time.
Having a good time.
Life is good.
A couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Good time. Eating good food.
Yeah.
Bit of lobster. All good, man.
A bit of steak, a bit
bit
of
of
surf and
steak,
turf,
bit of
you get me? But obviously, you're still keeping the craft there.
Oh, the craft is always there.
No one's slipping in regards
no
to...
one's slipping
when
in regards
we're...
to
Yeah?
No one's slipping. Everybody's focused on the craft. Everybody's focused on rehearsing. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. But then we have the fame hitting,
Okay.
and it hits some people more than others.
Like, talk to me about that then.
Well, I think in any band environment, you'd always have people that are kind of take on the fame, and you have people that take on the music.
Right.
So you got people that want to be creative, and you got people that want to be famous.
Yeah.
I wasn't the famous one. I
Yeah.
just wanted to be creative.
Yeah, I can
I've
tell by the way you want to watch the shows and...
Yeah, I've always been that person.
Yeah.
You know, and I will do interviews here and there, but I'm not great at it, but I'll be...
You're doing great, brother, trust
yeah,
me.
I'll be the creative person.
Brother can talk. You get me?
You stay there.
No.
I will be the creative one, and you get some people that just wanting to be stars and they want to be noted.
But can you respect that in a way? Like that's just how
I can
people
respect
are.
it because those two balances worked.
Yes.
And because those two balances worked, it created M&8 and everything else.
Right.
But sometimes those two balances can get out of control.
Okay. And did they get out of control then?
They got out of control.
Okay.
They got slightly out of control.
Okay. At what time period is it? So the single comes out because the second single.
We're looking at second single gets Happy gets released.
So it's interesting. I thought Happy was your song. Yeah.
No, it's just on my Surface. Yeah.
It is a Surface song,
Yeah.
but it's very interesting that obviously because I'm so young, you get me.
Yeah.
I thought Happy was your song to the
yeah.
point where when R. Kelly did it on his album, I was getting mad. Like, yo, this man, R. Kelly copied MN8, bruv. Like, what the fuck, bruv? Like, mad. So,
But the thing is, it's good you thought that.
but it's great
because
that
we did
like,
it.
new audiences can be a hit.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
Because in fact, we
just
created it to make you think it's ours.
100% I thought it was your song. 100%, bro. You get me?
Well, it worked.
Like, I bought that album from Pioneer Market, Ilford, bro.
You
I'm
stayed-
telling you, bro. With the silver thing, you get me, and the white. Anyway, no. Okay, so the album does well as well, doesn't it?
The album does well.
It charts what?
Album goes gold in France. It charts at number 13, which is kind of big back then.
Amazing.
It was big back then, because considering all the
Boy
other,
band, first boy, British
band.
black band.
Exactly.
Can we say that? Yeah.
Yeah. It charts number 13, and that was a big thing. I was like, wow. I didn't think you'd get that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Family's happy.
Everybody's happy. I got Some For You coming out. We got If You Only Let Me coming out. Happy coming out.
And this is all planned. You know what singles are going next year.
This is all planned.
Yeah.
You get three songs in the number one in the R&B charts.
Yeah.
5 top 10s.
So what does the second song do?
So if you only let me goes number 1 into the R&B charts.
Yeah.
And I believe it hits number 6.
Okay, so it's a top 10.
Yeah, it's a top 10.
Success, yeah?
Yeah, it's a top 10.
Okay, amazing. And then the next single?
Next single hits.
So Happy.
I think that hits top 10 as far as I remember. That hits top 10. I think that one goes number 1 in the R&B charts as well.
Everyone's happy with that, yeah?
everybody's
Label's
happy
happy. Is Baby It's You don't come out?
Baby It's You does come out.
Well, Black Pearl, don't gas me.
That was on the album.
Don't gas me.
That didn't get released.
That's my shit, brother. You alright, bro? What?
G
Man
would be
had
happy
the
about that, man.
the Sony disc thing with the 5.
And you
thing,
blaring out Black Pearl.
The 5.
Is that you?
Brother. And you know what I love, bruv? I'm glad because it's good that certain songs hit certain people.
Yeah,
You
but
know
that's
I need to tell you
that's
that.
what's brilliant.
Face to face,
Yeah,
you get
that-
me?
face to face. Black Pearl,
shit,
you-
cuz. Nah.
I'm gonna go home and
And
go
you weren't
Ross.
expecting that, you get me?
I wasn't expecting
That's
that.
what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
I was not expecting that.
Anyway, don't gas me, I'll lose myself. Alright, cool. So, the album does amazing. 3 singles come out.
3 singles come out.
And I think that was
Total of 7 singles come out.
You bring 7 singles at one album release is not normal, bro.
7 singles come
It's
out.
usually about 4 and done,
Yeah,
innit?
7 singles come out.
Are these videos as well?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
7 videos, bro.
Yes,
That's not normal.
Yeah, 7
That's
singles
not
come
normal.
out. 7 of them are in the top 10 in the R&B charts.
Yeah.
As far as I checked.
Yeah.
I had to go back for these things.
Yeah.
And three top 10 in the UK charts, and I think we're top 20.
So you're like feeling top of the world right
Yeah,
now.
of
You are
course,
bona
of
fide
course,
superstars,
of course.
pop stars, British pop stars.
Didn't
Correct?
really see it at that point, but yeah.
But you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
When you say you didn't see it, what is it that you didn't see?
Um,
The screaming girls or what? Or
No,
what did you not see?
I don't know, because I think it took me longer to kind of take everything in.
Right.
And I don't know why that is, because I think some things made me feel uncomfortable. The interviews made me feel uncomfortable.
Well, just interviews in general.
Just interviews in general.
Any
Yeah,
interviews.
because I think they were talking about like, what colour is your cat, and
But
it
in that
wasn't-
time, you like smash it. Some
Yeah,
they
it's
would
that-
ask some stupid ass shit.
But
bro.
it was that era.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that mind.
Okay. But then you had 3 other bandmates to hide behind. quote, unquote.
but that's what worked, because you had 3 other members or 2 other members
That could face that.
that.
Yeah.
So hence why I'm pretty, when you look at some of the interviews that are out now, I'm pretty quiet in my lane, because I know there's other people that can actually
But that's
do
like
that.
a personality thing as well.
Yeah,
no?
that's it.
Yeah.
But when I'm on stage, I do what I need to do.
Right. Cool.
And I've kind of always been that way, hence why I got the name Kule T.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you're doing all of the smash hits, the promo, and then you're saying that obviously some people are in it. they like the fame more than.
Yeah, I think fame does a weird thing. For people to know who you are around the world, it does weird things to people. Some take it on as like, okay, I need to do more work. I need to get more stuff out. And some will take it on in a different way.
I made it. I'm cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like
It's
that.
just an ego thing.
It is very much an ego thing.
But can you blame that? Because
No,
when you're young and you get all of that, what do you expect?
The thing is, I definitely can't blame that.
Yeah.
You know, because we've come, hit top 10. You know, people are screaming at you. How can you not feel a certain way? How can you not take it on board and be a certain way?
Okay.
And if you're a character that have always seeked for it, and suddenly you've got it, you're absorbing.
I'm presuming other band members are in this fame.
Yeah,
space.
there's other members that are kind of
Right.
in that.
Is that
fame
all of
world.
them or some of them?
No, only some of them.
Are you gonna name them or not?
No.
Okay. How many of them? 2 or what? No, I'm trying to get the dynamics in it. If
you-
it's like 1/3, then it's more, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's 3/1, do you get me?
Well, it's 2/2.
2/2. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a direct
there's a
split in
direct
the group.
split, yeah.
Okay, cool. So how does that affect the relationship then? Does it start dwindling then?
It starts being challenging. Put it that way. It
Okay.
starts being challenging because it's trying to balance work and fame.
Yeah.
It's like when we started doing the second album, it was a case of balancing work and fame because it's like the record company puts you in a place to write and create.
So let's talk about the second album.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first album does so well, the record label says,
We're gonna do a
boys,
second album.
we love it, you're in, boom.
Yeah.
You're still not seeing big money here. You're still seeing weekly money.
I ain't seen nothing for me to buy a house now.
And no one ain't questioning it in the group.
No.
Like, yo, we signed 250.
No, I think that questions are being asked, but nothing's coming back.
Are you asking them or the other boys?
I think the other boys are.
Are you boys talking to each other about it?
That's where the issue starts going weird.
Okay, cool. Is that before the whole fame split thing?
Yeah, there's an inkling of because what people tend to do, they tend to feed when you're in a group dynamic. Other people tend to feed one of the members' egos.
Yeah.
And people are either in the record company or in List starts feeding that person their ego, that being that person, and then you create a mad group dynamic where
Is
no
that done
one's
on
talking.
purpose?
I believe so. Yeah.
Was that done on purpose to try and end the group then?
Because
That's the only reason why you would
But
do
the thing
that.
is, that part I don't know.
Because if you don't keep the boys in harmony, pardon the pun,
Yeah.
then obviously it can't go forward.
Well,
so if someone from the label is whispering in the ears, then they want it to dismantle.
Well, I suppose you can see it in that way, but you can also see it in a way that someone say, I'm going to take you because I want you to be
The
do a
next
solo
single.
thing.
Okay, cool.
Or you to do this, or you to do that.
FYI, why was there no America push, or was there?
There was an American.
You've got an American label there.
Yeah, there was an American push. We were signed to a independent label in America.
Right.
We were signed there.
But you're with Columbia, no?
I don't
Can't
know
they
why.
do the-
We were signed to a label called Work.
Right.
And that's when we shot the Happy video over there as well.
Right.
I'm not sure why there wasn't more of a push, but we were pretty known in America as well.
Yeah.
But not as known as we should.
Okay.
It's the same as when we were pushed to Europe.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have stayed in Europe. As far as I'm concerned, we shouldn't have stayed in Europe.
Why?
We should have come back to England and carried on creating a legacy in England.
Yeah, but the size of Europe, from like a commercial point of view, England's a small little.
Yeah,
you know what
but
I
the
mean?
thing is,
And you've got Germany and all of that, bro. You can fuck that, bro. Let's hit these spaces, bro. You know what I mean?
within-
Latvia and them places, Hungary. You know what I mean? Hit them places, bro.
But
Because the money wise, that's.
but within the business world, England was a central point.
Did
of
you get
Europe.
a lot of say then, or did you lot just get no say? You just
There
do
wasn't.
as you're
There
told?
wasn't really much of a say in the sense.
You couldn't question things.
Because if I understood the business of how it worked,
Yeah.
I probably would have had a say. But I'm just kind of going. We're
But
going
like
Europe.
none
I'll
of
go no.
no one did. The boys didn't. You just
Yeah,
know,
and if,
right? boom.
And if they did, it wasn't shared.
And you're getting clothes and fed all the
Getting
time.
clothes, feds, everything, hotels, lobster.
Yeah.
wherever it may
man
be.
loves the surf and turf, you get me? Wherever he
Lobster
goes.
was bagging, man.
I'm going to take your word for it. As long as the garlic butter's there, I'm involved.
Yeah, it was
you
there,
get
man.
me?
It was banging. Anyway.
All right, cool. So then the band starts to, the ego thing becomes an issue.
Yeah, it becomes an issue.
But
Any group dynamics.
What type of things are happening to make you feel like,
Give
give me some examples.
It can be a sense of something trivial like this person's getting more fan mail than this person.
Right.
It can be that kind of trivial.
Right.
That person's getting more fan mail than that mail. Or
He's got more lobster than me. No.
It's kind of it can kind of be that. But as when you're young, that means something. I didn't get a lot of fan mail.
Right.
Because I was quiet now, and it bugged me, but it didn't bug me to the point I was gonna die of a heart attack.
Right, but
But for some people, it kind of it was a slight bug of getting this amount of attention or that amount. I think it was just based on attention.
Okay, so the fame crew, I'm going to split this to fame
Yeah.
crew and non-fame crew.
Yeah.
Some of the non-fame crew are getting more mail than the fame crew.
No, some. How
I'm
can
trying to do this.
I know you're trying to do it in a subtle way.
Because otherwise, just tell me the fucking names.
No, I ain't
bro.
gonna tell you
You
nothing.
get me? G-mans and all of that, you get me? I don't know. I'm trying yeah.
So some parts of the non-fame crew is getting more mail
than the fame crew.
from the fame crew,
And they see it a certain way.
and some people see it and so.
But how do you know that that is the issue?
But it's not. That's not the only issue.
Oh, there's
They were
loads
just
of it.
little bits.
Okay.
You know, that's a little bit of a
So
big.
if there's like a magazine spread and my man's got 2 photos and
it's
he's
like
got 1.
It's like a little bit of a big pot. You know, and they after these little bits happen, they create a ricochet effect.
Right, and then
know.
are you lot arguing now?
We don't argue. That's the thing.
You never argue.
We never argued. We argued one time when we did the what was it? What's that? National Lottery.
Come on, it
So
could be you.
We performed that. We performed at a national lottery.
You're taking it way back, brother.
So when we did the national lottery,
I didn't even know the lotto was about them times.
yeah,
bro.
man. We did national.
Shout out Camelot, sponsor me. yeah, good.
So we did the national lottery, and I think it was probably more based on cross wires, because we wore these weird-looking, stupid-looking outfits.
Are you told what to wear, by the way?
No, one of the guys got them because he had indirectly they got sent them to him, and I think they sent them to him on the basis that we wear them.
Right.
Didn't tell anybody. So suddenly we were in these stupid clown outfits that I really
What
hate.
were they?
They were like fisherman outfits,
I don't even know what
but
that
they
is,
were
bro.
yellow.
Okay.
Man, go on
Yeah,
YouTube
but
where you
oh,
find
is
the
it
thing.
there?
Yeah.
Pump it up, pump it up. Yeah.
But we were in those outfits, and I think that caused a big issue because like, what the hell? What is this?
Right.
So I think that created a slight argument. Where like it was a big
Backstage argument.
Backstage argument.
Before you go on.
If you go on, but yet we smash it, as we do.
Okay.
Because we're focused like that.
Yeah.
Because at the bottom line is we have to do what we have to do because we're about to do a live TV show. So that created a kind of it's like another one of those little things that creates a massive thing.
Yeah. Adds to the pot.
Just something that adds to the pot all the time. And I think people around us didn't help neither.
Was this the friends or labels? Or
It could be friends, it could be labels, it could be an AR person, it could be someone interested in someone else in the group.
as in come and do a solo deal.
Yeah.
So who was being offered a solo deal?
That I don't know. I don't know. But I know that things were created.
I can only presume it's the brother with the curtains.
I don't. Well, it could be them. It could be one of the other
Okay.
guys. I don't know.
Okay. Was you ever offered a solo deal?
No.
Okay. You sure?
No.
Man
I wanted
said,
to.
No, I'm not sure. No, okay.
No, I wanted to.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what's the straw that breaks the camel's back then? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think there wasn't any major straw because at the time when the second album didn't do so well.
Okay. So let's talk about it. Second
yeah.
album comes out.
Second album comes
What's
out.
the first single?
The first single was Tough Act to Follow.
Okay.
That kind of does okay.
What does it do?
I think it went top 20.
Okay, but is that seen as a fail in the label's eyes?
Well,
Because they're expecting.
Well, I think they were expecting big things, but I don't. Also, the label didn't push the second album, which made it work. Because on some of the second album, we were now writing.
Right.
We were now being writers, and we were writing.
Was that
about
your
B-sides.
choices?
That was our choice. Yeah, we
So
definitely.
we
our
want to
choice.
write.
Yeah, we want to write and do something.
And you think
we've
they
done the
didn't
first
like
album?
that?
Well, the thing is, I like some of that stuff, but with the logistics of business wise, I don't know why they didn't push it. In all honesty, but when they saw it didn't work, they kind of said, "Okay, we're done."
Sorry, just say that again because brother's been texting me on my phone and on my thing. The
What does he
battery-
say?
No, the batteries, bro.
What is it?
Bro, it's all technical,
What's
bro.
it-
I got to do 2 things as well, bro. I got to perform as well. You get me? It's a joke, bro. You're not the only one out here, bro. Right. Sorry, bro. Say that again.
So when the second album doesn't do too well, I think Columbia Records kind of say we're going to call it a day.
So when you record the album, are you happy with it? The second album.
The second
you guys
album.
really happy with it?
Yeah, because I think on the second album we got to do some bits and pieces as well.
And what's the gap between the first and second album?
Oh, what a time frame.
Yeah.
So
So I'm not gonna lie, I don't even recall a second album.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
because
you get what I'm saying?
because they didn't push out the second album.
Right.
They didn't pump it.
Right.
They did the
What is it,
single.
a year gap, 2 years?
It's probably a year gap because
Right.
it's usually around a year before
Yeah,
they do it.
okay.
So the only thing that came out the second album was the first single, which Tough Act to Follow.
And still no question of money. Nobody's really, you know, just riding this wave, surfs up.
Riding the wave.
Surfs up, point
Riding
break.
the wave. Money's going from this person to lawyer to accountants to this and that, and,
Yeah.
and it's not really coming
But
our
you're
way.
just getting the weekly wage thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. So Tough Act to Follow, did you all pick that single as like, this is going to be our single? Like I'm saying,
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember that.
was the confidence there? Like, did you think like, come on, bro, it's more of the same?
I think we had a couple of singles that are way better.
Okay.
We've written a couple of things because we went straight up R&B. We had
So what is it was less poppy? You're saying?
it was a lot less.
Okay,
poppy.
why? Is that because of
because-
rival?
No, I think it was
groups?
just because we wanted to
Sign
write.
the
And we
times?
just wanted to be creative, and we wrote a track called "Someone to Love."
But were you advised not to do that?
No, we said we want to go in the studio, so they sent us in the studio in Liverpool, and we just started to write. I knew at the time it was a time for us to show the record label that we can write stuff.
Yeah,
Because
make
I
or
haven't
break.
seen we could do our stuff. Some people didn't see it that way, but I just wanted to just kind of get down.
But what about the others?
One person saw it that way.
Is this the non-fame group?
This is the split again.
Is this the partition?
This is the partition again.
But is this the same partition?
Yeah, it's the same part. It's the same.
So like the
It's a
more
very
creative
similar-
side want to do
Want to
music.
do- yeah,
You and
the non-creative
and the
side.
other two are like,
They wanted to kind of go out and see, like, say, tell the fans we're here.
yeah.
Is
Well,
is
I
one of-
understand that as
is
well.
one of those things.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
because imagine I've come from the background I've come from. I'm now into this mad digital studio worth like 10 grand a night, and I'm not gonna not get something done.
In the most complimentary manner, are you a bit of a geek?
I wouldn't say I'm a geek.
Not that I mean it in a way
In a
of like,
geek like what?
the vibes, like it's like you see the music, like you feel it. You get me? It's like you're much more in, like you're saying like the technology. Do you get me? You know what I'm saying,
suppose
bro?
I-
That's a certain type of person, bro.
When I'm in,
I'm into that shit, brother. I'm just saying, like, do you know what I'm saying?
I think when I'm in my zone and I'm writing on being creative, yeah, you could call me. I can be a geek.
Okay.
You know, I can be that kind of person.
And are you with the same lady?
Now,
Yeah, that lady that you was with, hiding from the world.
no,
But you married her
yeah,
in between album 1 and 2.
no. It's after. This is after. It's after the split. I'm married.
But you're not with her in album 2.
No,
so-
we're still together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. No,
Oh, okay.
we're still together as girlfriend boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay. That's going strong.
Still together.
Yeah,
She's kind of.
You don't take her out to the shows and all that.
No, I took her to one show
On the down low.
with Eternal, and the only reason why I did that
Shout out
because
Eternal, come on.
big shout to Eternal, big love for them. Yeah, I took her to a show, Eternal show, and the only reason why I did that because we can be backstage and we can have there's a little section you can be away from everybody.
And the boys know her.
No, this is just me and her. We just went out there.
And was she supportive all this time, or was it difficult?
Yeah,
difficult for her?
listen.
Because it could be difficult. I can imagine for a female, it's difficult.
She was supportive at the time, and I know looking back at it, I can understand how hard it would be.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to be with someone, and be doing shows and doing what we did on stage. It's not the
But that's
easiest
how you
thing.
know it's a keeper, though.
Yeah.
Well, for the time period, you get me?
For that period of time, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know any better.
Yeah.
You just go with it, and it's like that's what you know.
Yeah.
And it worked for that time period.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right, so arguments start happening. So you don't know, the second album comes out, doesn't do well.
Doesn't do well.
First single doesn't,
First single does okay.
And they don't want to release a second single.
But they don't want to release a second single.
Who's this, the label?
This is the
So
label.
what's that phone call like? Do you just get a phone call say, right guys, we're done? Like, that must be crazy.
I'm trying to remember how it.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
it was a bit weird how it happened because I think we were still doing shows. So the ins and outs of it, my brain can't even process it.
Okay, so in the shows, you're still doing the old stuff.
Still doing the old stuff, still performing. Yeah, we're
stuff.
doing shows here and there, shows around France and stuff like
And
that.
you're headlining your own shows.
Yeah, we're doing all our own shows.
Any kind of famous people you're meeting, like what's the industry like? Talk to me like that.
Oh, so we got we're doing shows with Pete Andres, Out Here Brothers, did shows with Take That.
But Take That are massive.
Yeah, but we did shows with them.
Is this pre-Robbie or post? Or both?
Well,
I can't
both,
even remember, bro.
Is it pre or post?
I remember they set up helplines. they set up helplines, bro, when he left the group. What the fuck, bro?
Well, they were good guys.
Helplines, you know, call this number if Robbie's left, like if you can't handle it. You know that? That's what they did, bro.
No, but they were deep, man. They were,
mad. Levels.
People were passing out, and it was
Levels.
crazy, man.
Okay. So yeah, all these groups are around.
All this group we did. What else we did?
Are there any stand-up highlights that you can kind of? We used to think this is
highlights.
fucking nuts, bro. For like,
Oh god, Janet was a highlight.
Yeah.
Top of the Pops was a highlight. Hosting Top of the Pops was a highlight.
you hosted it. I didn't know that.
We hosted
Sick.
Top of the Pops. That was a major highlight. Doing Wembley Stadium was a major highlight.
Why'd you do the stadium? Is that a?
That's when we did the Janet tour.
Yeah,
Did
amazing.
the Wembley Stadium. That was a highlight. There's probably loads of others I can't even remember.
Is it all one blur to you?
I had to, because I took a lot of time out, and because of kind of what happened in the group and everything else, I took a whole 10-year gap.
Yeah.
Because I was literally done with everything.
Yeah.
And because it happened so fast, I couldn't catch myself.
Yeah.
And because of all the craziness and people wanting things from you and like seeing you as a package and not as a human being, I literally disappeared. Because I just had to disappear.
Okay, we're gonna get there. No. We're definitely gonna get there. Okay, so it doesn't do it. So you just don't. You can't pinpoint when.
I can't pinpoint when they decided
but
no.
So when they decide no, what does that mean for you? Band's done, or we go back to the drawing board?
It just means, do we look for another label?
So what do you do?
I think we more went and did some shows.
What, your own shows?
Yeah, we did our own shows in
Right.
in France. Did Tour de France. I think we did a couple of those.
Yeah.
Probably for maybe a month. Not quite.
Doing the same type of stuff.
Doing
Yeah.
the same kind of stuff.
But you're being
then-
told that the next single is not coming.
Nothing's coming. So
Okay.
I think we decide amongst ourselves that we will just kind of call it a day and see if we can seek out other avenues individually.
Okay.
So we decide like we're just.
How
gonna
did that
split.
conversation go? Because
I think everybody within the group wanted to do different things. Like one was originally an actor.
yeah,
And
I'm gonna
they-
get to that,
yeah.
brother. He was in Star Wars, bro.
Yeah,
What
and
the hell, bro?
And they kind of wanted to pursue that. One of the other guys were going to Australia because his girlfriend was in Australia and they wanted to get married and stuff like that. So they went on to do that.
Okay, so you was just all burnt out.
So everybody kind of was burnt
No one was
out.
like, no, we can't do this. We got to keep this.
Yeah,
the
no,
wheels turning.
I think it was a case of we rode the wave. The wave was good. Now we need to figure out ourselves individually.
It does seem a little strange to me that when your first hurdle, like major hurdle comes, everyone's just like, well, fuck it. Do you get what I mean?
But the thing is,
the albums, the next thing was not coming out. And everyone's like, all right then, later.
But the thing is that within that whole boundary, there was a lot of hurdles. It may look like the hurdle because the second album didn't work. Let's go.
Like, what hurdles?
There was
Colin Jackson, it, bro. Let's go.
there was a lot of individual hurdles that happened. Like I said, I talked about like egos and this and that, and it started to be personality clashes.
Okay, so you're arguing now. You were
So
arguing.
there's arguments happening.
Any fights?
No fights.
Not physical?
No physical fights.
You sure?
Nothing for you. No physical mad fights. Even though it nearly came to blows.
It got there.
It nearly got there. But I try and be as calm as possible because that doesn't help matters. It just makes things stupid.
Okay.
So we end.
So you broke up the fight.
We end things. We end things amicably.
Okay.
I'm just trying to.
Nah. So okay. So you're all just burnt out.
Yeah, we all basically just burnt out. I think everybody just wants to do something different.
And the label says we're not gonna, and you decide to.
Yeah, I think we just, because after we did a couple of shows here and there off our own backs, we just kind of decided to call it a day.
But when you're doing them shows, are you not getting love from the crowd?
Yeah, always.
That's what I mean.
We still doing our stuff.
Yeah.
But I think, and like every show we went to,
It's just that you're just not gelling. Like it's not pleasant to be around each
not
other.
work, because as we
Becoming work now.
Yeah, as we do a show, ego started in place. If we do another show, ego started in place.
Ego like what? What do you mean?
I think
people are taking charge. Oh, we're doing this. We're doing that.
There is that, and there's performance egos happening. You know, this person, I'm more in the limelight than you, and all of these little bits and pieces started happening. And I think eventually people go, you know what, we're just gonna call it a day.
Okay. So how did that feel then? It just felt right then.
I think at the time, the only thing I was happy about was with the money I got, I managed to get a house.
Okay, so let's talk about. So still nobody ain't saying nothing about no money. Why not?
I think it's lack of knowledge.
But are you not saying, hold on, we're dismantling, where's our motherfucking money? Where are these shows? So the shows you're doing, are you getting paid for them?
We're getting paid for those shows.
How much are you getting
paid? Those shows are going into our bank accounts.
How much are you getting?
It's getting split, so we're talking about $3-4 grand a show.
Each?
No, as in split.
Well, that's $1 grand each.
Yeah. And
you're doing a lot of shows though, aren't you?
We're doing a lot of shows.
How many shows a year are you doing roughly? Hundreds.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Because it's like shows and interviews at the same time, so it's trying to put those all together.
Okay.
It's like two things at the same time.
So so no one's really questioning the lump sum because you're all still getting something in it. It's
yeah,
not like
but
you're broke.
that's why. No.
It's not like you're broke to the point
Because
where
every time you do a show, you get some change.
And it's
And you're
used to that formula now of
you're surviving, so you're not really. I think some of the other guys are kind of reading deep and going, what's happening with our money? What are we doing here? What's going on? And there's a part of that conversation did happen, but I don't know whether I was just really naive in that respect.
What about royalties and stuff like PRS? Are you familiar with any of that?
Royalties, PRS, but because we didn't write most of the tunes on the album, that becomes null and void.
VPL, PPL, none of this rings any bells to you.
The B-sides, the stuff we wrote on the B-sides, yeah, we get changed for that.
Yeah. And then the writing credits on I Got a Little Something For You, you don't get.
No.
Even though you wrote
the right part.
Okay. Are you pursuing that? Is that just something you just allowed?
I think it's at a time.
There's some money in the kitty there.
But I think it's one of those things you just kind of just, let history be history.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're chasing your tail.
I understand that.
And you need to move on. And I can't run around chasing history. I need to kind of move forward.
But have you attempted at least to say we wrote that? We wrote something like that?
I haven't attempted because we've got a legacy for it. So
you're not mad at it because of what it gave you afterwards?
Yeah,
that's one thing.
We create a legacy.
Are the others not on the same page saying
listen, I think some of them are. How they feel about it, I don't know. I haven't really had that conversation. But for me, I think, is it worth chasing it? Possibly.
Yeah.
Do I really want to? Not really, because people come up now when I've come out. People come up to me, oh, you did that tune, and I'm getting reactions from people that I have never seen in my entire life.
Told a couple MN8 guys come in. Man said, that was a banger, brother.
But these are reactions.
That was
I don't know.
Banger.
Yeah, listen, and I prefer the reaction than hunting down something that's gone.
And just for me, who's a nobody, no member of the public, you definitely cemented yourselves in history.
Well, I'm glad.
I have to tell you that. Do you know what I mean? That's a fact. So if you learn nothing from me,
head swelling.
No. Listen, you got to give man their flowers. Yeah, you understand? That was a moment in time. If you was there, you know what I'm talking about. You definitely cemented yourselves in musical history. Honestly. I'm telling you, bro. All right, cool. So you earn enough money to buy a house.
Yeah.
And the others?
One moves to Australia.
Are you in touch with them, or you don't? You don't bother.
No.
You literally all of you just don't talk.
Used to, but not now.
There must have been some. No, but I'm talking then when you break.
Then we had a little conversation. We were chatting. I was chatting to the K a lot at the time.
And then sour.
Yeah.
It seems quite sour. There's something that you ain't telling me, definitely, bro. For that type of beef, something I go on. You get me? But some man wanted to be Switzerland and just keep it.
It weren't rosy.
Okay, cool. There were definitely arms out. 100%. Somebody swung for someone.
Nah, man, they weren't that. We weren't about that life, bro.
All right, it's cool. You have enough to buy a house.
Enough to put a deposit on a house. Okay. That's what I know. So in that respect, happy about that.
And you marry your lady?
Marry a lady at a time.
Yeah. You stay with her for how long?
About 25 years.
Well, come on, that's a man did a bird. You get me? We love that. Children?
One.
With that lady?
Yep.
Okay, how old's your child?
11.
Oh, amazing. Okay, cool. So what about your mental state then in this time period of exiting that you do then?
Oh, so a time period of exit.
Because you now exit, right? Do you move back south?
No, I moved to Ilford.
Ilford, oh my God, Ilford, IG, are you dumb? I didn't even know this. You get me, man, knew the ends, bro.
Moved to Ilford because
You moved to Ilford?
Because my person at the time was in Ilford.
Where in Ilford?
I ain't telling you, man.
But I'm not knocking on the door. Man knows Ilford, bro.
It's Ilford.
Yeah, but where? Illtown. I know about Illtown, bro.
It's Ilford.
What, the heart of Ilford?
Nah, at the back of Ilford.
Come on. No, bro, I'm just saying, man, know the ends, bro.
You was it cold as well?
What? Nah. What? Are you still there now?
Nah.
So you're good then, innit? You mean like man's gonna, you know what I'm saying? What, like, okay, cool, like Ilford Lane side.
Hey,
So,
Ilford.
Illtown. Well, you kept that quiet though.
Yeah, I was in Ilford, man.
Ain't no one know you was about here.
I'm glad.
So you really went undercover?
I went deep undercover, man.
Yeah.
Like deep.
Was it because you were just fed up of the fame in the industry?
I think I needed to get my head back together because now I got money for a house, but I need to get money now. I need to work. I need to do something.
Right. So what do you do then?
So I work in this wine bar.
In Ilford?
No, this in Romford.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot what it's called now.
Oh, look.
And they do karaoke.
You're gonna tell us the fucking wine bar, but you're gonna tell us the end.
It's where Yates used to be.
I think Yates is still there, bro.
No, it was before Yates.
Okay, I don't know. Bro.
So I work there. I work there on the basis that it's night. It's going to be nighttime. Everybody's going to be drunk. No one's
in
gonna
a
know
bar?
what's in a bar.
Bartending?
Yeah. So I work in a bar.
That couldn't have worked out well.
No, it was actually fun.
So people didn't recognise you?
No one recognised me, and that's what worked. I only told when
How?
I don't know, but when I told my manager, who I was, I said, please do not say anything.
You told every motherfucker.
No. They actually was pretty sweet.
Okay.
So I worked there for a period of time, and I enjoyed it. And they had karaoke. This was my downfall.
You started busting a note, you get me? It started occurring, the itch came back.
This is my downfall.
Itches like,
So
yo, these motherfuckers ain't hitting that A sharp correctly. Let me just show you. You get me?
So they were doing karaoke, and I just kept my quiet, doing karaoke.
Waiting.
I waited. I said, "No, man, I'm done with this." So I said to the guy, "Let me do a little song, man." The moment I did that, this woman came up to me, drunk, and says to me, "I know you. You're that guy. I've got a poster of you. I'm gonna bring it in."
Yeah.
I was like, "No, she actually gonna bring it in." So from that day, I had to say to my manager, "I have to go." And they were like, "Why?"
Was you scared then of that?
Yeah, oh god, yeah. And they were like, "Why?"
Why? Because of the embarrassment.
I said, I told you my history. I have to leave. I can't stay here.
How long was you at the bar for?
It was a good month. It was a good month.
So it was the embarrassment you thought you were gonna.
Yeah,
be
I couldn't handle that situation again.
Okay.
So I said, she said, "But you're really good." I said, I can't stay here.
Okay.
I said, I need to go.
So what do you do then?
So I leave, and then I'm employed now. I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
I'm doing at my house.
What's your mental state at this time? In a boy band, girls are dying.
For some
Janet Jackson knows you. You're in Romford, Yates, pouring a Guinness.
But for some reason, I managed to lock that off.
Okay.
I don't know whether
you compartmentalised.
Yeah, I slowly put it in a box.
Yeah.
I started to realise people are not recognising me as much as I thought.
Right.
Which worked.
Why is that? Is that the do-rag? Because you had a bald head, right?
Yeah.
So is it a hat? What is it?
I don't know, because I wore hats and everything else, but it worked in my favour.
Okay.
So I ended up working at a place called Britannia. It's in Ilford. You remember that?
On the corner by the Sainsbury's. Yeah. Come on. What? He's really from the end, bro.
So I worked in Britannia.
What was that office thing? What was that music thing?
It was a music thing.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked to me. It kind of seems to fall in line.
I always wonder what the fuck happens in there, bro.
Yeah.
In that building.
It was like they'll give you CDs and stuff like that. Don't worry, it's a long thing. But I worked in there, and it worked out for me because I saw the same people all the time. They were the same people, same individuals. No one recognised me. I was just being me, and I was there for a while.
But there's a bit of a fear factor you're holding. I don't want to be recognised. I don't want to be recognised. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas some people would be like, "Motherfucker, do you know who I am?"
But like I said to you, I weren't that guy.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that guy from the start.
Yeah.
So if you're not that guy from the start, I'm not going to run and say, "Hey, by the way, I'm so."
Are you quite shy then?
In that respect, yes.
Okay.
I've only now learned to be a different way.
Okay.
Like now, that's because the partner I'm with now have kind of shown me to think a different way. That's all.
Okay, cool. But you're still with your previous at this moment? In the Britannia, you're not?
I am.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So your mental state then, are you not depressed that the band's no longer, or are you not thinking of doing music?
I'm not thinking of doing any music.
You said, I don't want to do music.
I've literally just cut it off.
Why is that? Just because you've had enough?
I've carried on my creative side, but to be a singer I'll put that to one side. I focused on work.
Can you pinpoint why that is? You just don't want to face it?
I think part of it knocked me back because when I was the group Spirit, I thought it was going to be like that, a cappella, everybody together, and I thought it was going to be that. At the start it was, but it just went downhill. It just started to be business.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about creating. It wasn't about like creating a mad track to create like I said to you about creating an emotional response.
But you could have seen that as now I can create. I've got everyone that knows me kind of thing. I can use this as a springboard.
And there was another thing where a lot of the members didn't believe I could write, didn't believe I could produce.
So was that your self-confidence damage then?
No, that was being told to me.
Right.
And I wasn't great at my singing and this and that. A lot of these things were told to me and I started to believe it. I started to believe I couldn't write. I started to believe I couldn't produce. I started to believe my vocals weren't ready or that.
So you lost your confidence?
So I literally just fell apart.
Okay.
And I pushed that into work because I need to work, I need to earn, I need to make a living.
Okay.
You know.
Are you kind of happy at this junction or is it just a case of you just masking?
I think looking back, I think I was masking quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
And because I can't sit down and do nothing, and I went out and worked, I then focused on being me instead of being the MN8 person.
Yeah.
I just focused on being me and getting people to know who I am.
Yeah.
And develop my character in that respect.
And then you become a father. You're a father.
Yeah. Then I come.
You're a family man.
Yeah.
But hats off to you. You go out and work. A lot of people with the ego, they can't go out and work. They'll be like, I cannot go out and work.
I was never that guy.
Okay. And then the Britannia thing ends, and then what?
That ends. They close down, and then I'm kind of left in a bit of limbo. So the person I was with at the time said,
hold on. So you're no longer with previous wife.
No, I'm still with the
Still
wife.
Right.
Said that I need to maybe go study.
Okay.
Go do some study in music.
Yeah.
And I thought it's gonna be difficult, man, because I ain't good writing. Dyslexia is gonna mess me up.
Yeah.
How am I gonna do this process? So I found a course that is more, it's less academic.
Yeah. Creative.
It's more creative.
Yeah.
Which has kind of worked for me. So I ended up doing that, and then from there I ended up doing like a foundation degree, music and multimedia, and then I tried to go on to do a degree as well. Yeah. So I'm now in this different world of being creative.
And the music side is not there. It's literally,
I'm just doing
you killed that guy. Like, he's there.
So now my brain's...
You've not been thinking it at night, deep at night, late at night, thinking, boy,
no, not even a twinge.
With another house, you know.
There's no twinge. And now
I'm a little Janet for, you know.
But now I'm thinking of doing film scores.
Film skills?
Yeah, film scores.
Okay,
creating music for film and stuff like that.
Cool.
I'm kind of in that world now. I'm in the filming world, and
so you're doing that stuff.
So I'm not doing it, but I'm thinking, maybe I could venture into that. It's still creative.
Yeah.
It's still being creative, but I'm not in the limelight.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing. So
it's mad, isn't it? Like the drug comes back slowly. You can't
it comes in different forms.
I'm telling you, bro, you can print that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I touch on some of that, and I started doing that. I started to through my degree, I started doing sound to film and stuff.
So you learn like Logic and
so I learned Logic and all this.
Pro Tools and
all those kind of things, and I kind of get my head around that stuff.
Because the technology is there, it's coming.
Yeah,
now,
it's there, and it's like, and I thought I'm not employed. I need to do something.
Yeah.
So over time, I kind of get the hang of that, and then I start to think to myself.
So how are you paying the bills at this moment, by the way?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
But you still got your house?
She's working, still got my house. She's working, family's helping out. And they
so you've got the support network?
Yeah, so at that time, the support network is there. So I then start to, anything you start to do creative, it brings you back.
Come on.
And it
like a boomerang, baby.
It kind of bends you back.
Yeah.
So I'm working now, and then the marriage breaks down.
Okay. Can you pinpoint why, or is this just?
There's a lots of reasons why,
Had its time.
and legally I can't really go into why.
I said legally, you know.
can't really go
What happened, fam? I said legally.
Can't really.
Man signed NDA.
But I can't really.
The marriage breaks down, yeah?
It breaks down.
Is it kind of amicable?
No,
Oh, okay.
it breaks down. It's all right. I could probably tell you from my end. It breaks down to the point that I'm literally walking the street, nowhere to live.
Okay. You kicked out of your own house that you bought. Jesus.
So
that alimony pony, baby.
So I'm going from hotel to hotel, trying to find somewhere to sleep.
The Cranbrook Hotel.
Yeah.
I know about Cranbrook Hotel.
That's the one.
I don't know about that. Sorry,
then
I don't know about it.
You know about the Cranbrook
I don't know
Hotel.
about no.
I
saw it once.
you know about the crazy life. So I'm going from like
F1 hotel.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
So I'm going from place to place, trying to find somewhere to live, and sometimes living on the street.
Okay.
Because it kind of got that bad.
Is that so? You're homeless?
Yeah, so I'm kind of homeless. Yeah, I suppose you'd call it. I never really thought of it in that way, but yeah, kind of homeless.
Okay.
And kind of nowhere to be.
So where are you sleeping? Just
Mostly hotels, credit cards, paying for hotels.
did you ever sleep outside?
Yeah, I slept outside with this guy. There was a guy that slept outside. That was the one time I had that experience. I was like, no, I need to find a way
Where you
out.
sleep? Local?
Yeah, just local.
Valentine's Park?
Yeah. Not Valentine's Park. It was around where the hotel is, where the Cranbrook Road Hotel. I'm now
That's
there.
Valentine's Park, bro.
Well, kinda.
Okay.
So
how was that then? Obviously,
it was
I've got to
fun.
ask you the question. No, but come on, bro. I
It
know
was
it's a bit
riveting.
Bit of a silly question, bro. But come on, bro. How was it like? Obviously, from you to be like, I've been a global superstar, to now I'm sleeping on a park bench.
It was. See, all the fame stuff. It wasn't even in my head.
It was never in your head.
It was never. At that time, I wasn't even thinking that. I was
Right.
just thinking of how do I eat, and
It's that
how,
serious.
and how do I hide it?
Hide what?
How do I hide the fact that I have nowhere to live?
Okay. Hide it from who? The
From
public or people you know?
People I know.
Okay.
How do I best not say anything and try and carry on as normal? And I managed to do that. I managed to carry
How
on
do you
as
manage to
normal.
do that?
Managed to carry on do it because I'm still working.
Where are you working?
I'm still I'm working at somewhere else. I can't mention where it is, but I'm working in another place.
Right.
No one's none the wiser. They don't know.
The workplace don't know.
No one
You're
knows.
turning up to work, but you're
Turn
homeless.
up to work. No one knows I've got nowhere to live. Turn up to work. Going to the hotels, going to the dry cleaners on Saturday, washing my stuff, ironing my stuff, and just I needed to
keeping up a brave
I
face.
need to have a focus. I needed to make sure I had a focus of some sort, and work was the focus.
But it's good in a way that you were able to focus to try and. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Some people would just crumble. and
Oh,
they
I was
wouldn't know what to
I
do.
was drinking like there's no tomorrow.
Okay.
I was down in drink like there's
Drugs?
No, never drugs.
Never drugs.
Never.
Just drunk every day.
I was drinking because I was trying to
Drown your sorrows.
drown my sorrows and just trying to forget the world.
And you can't see your child at this
No.
moment? You're not allowed to for whatever
No.
reason. House is gone. You
Everything's
literally
gone.
got like a bag.
Yeah,
Wow. And how long does that carry on for?
it's still carrying on.
Huh?
Still carrying. I'm not homeless. I'm with
I was
someone.
going to say, are you still homeless, brother?
No, I'm still no.
I said, bro, I got yards, you know.
No. I'm with someone. I'm with someone now. But the situation with the house and the situation with my child is the same.
It's still the same. How long has that been?
5 years.
Is it coming to some type of conclusion? Because
I'm
it usually does
hoping.
take about 4 or 5 years.
I'm hoping it's comes to a conclusion. But all of those elements, I had to once I met my new partner, and she that's the first one I know that got me. Just not.
How did you meet your new partner, if you don't mind?
It was actually in the place I was working.
Okay, and you can't say.
I can't say.
Okay.
So it was a place I was working at the time, and she saw beyond my still face.
She's also
She saw. How do I explain it? She saw beyond the face.
beyond the face. Okay.
She just saw beyond.
who you
She saw
really
beyond my straight face.
were. Right.
She looked kind of beneath that,
Right.
and she made me laugh.
And you ain't laughed for a
Never
long
laughed
while.
for a long time.
Long time. How
A
long?
long time. Wow. 8-9 years.
Really?
And she made me laugh in a whole different way.
So would you say you were suffering from depression?
Oh, it was big depression.
Yeah.
Massive.
You ever take any medication for anything like
Never
that?
want to.
Did you realise you were suffering for
No.
the time?
I didn't realize what it was.
What about your family? Did you not speak to your family? And
No, I didn't speak to anybody.
No.
I just kept it to myself. A lot of things I kept to myself. Even up to this day, I kind of kept things to myself.
You didn't want to go back south to your family. Was that even an option though? Could it have been an option?
It could have been an option because like a lot of my family say, why didn't you say anything? And I kind of say, why?
Because to help you.
No, I just think I always believe if I say something, they're going to take on a burden. I don't need more ears in my head.
Problem.
Yeah, I know.
People.
That is very true. But in my world at the time, a problem shared is just more noise in my head. Are you okay? It's just more stuff for me to worry about because now I'm worrying about everybody else instead of just dealing with me. So I kind of saw it in that way. Stupid as it may sound, but I saw it in that way because as I was coping, I coped.
So that whole process from being homeless, how long was that then? Until you got kind of a little bit.
That was probably a good 2 years. Good 2 years.
That's a long period of time.
And
brother.
then a friend of mine put me up for about a month.
Yeah.
Because they didn't say anything. They started to realise something was up.
Okay.
And they pulled me aside and said, look, what's going on?
Yeah, and you told them?
I eventually told them.
And then they put you up?
Yeah, they put
Big
me up.
shout out to them.
Put me up for a bit. Never forget that. Never forget that. Because I was in a pretty bad way.
You ever contemplate the worst?
Yeah, I did. I did. I instead of doing it, and this is at a time where I downed a lot of drink. I ended up writing it down and creating it into a song because that was my only outlet.
Okay.
And it made sense. It was good that I did that. Put it that way.
Okay, but you thought about doing it?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. A lot of the time, especially when you're not able to see your kid and.
Have you got a boy or a girl? Sorry for
girl.
Okay.
Especially when you're not able to see your kid.
How old is your girl now?
She's 11 now.
Okay.
So when you're not able to see your kid, and you kind of don't understand what you've done.
Yeah.
Within the relationship, and you don't get it, and then there's lies, and there's this and that, and you're sitting there going, "What have I done?" And then you suddenly hear, I don't know if people relate to this, but you kind of hear arguments and noise in your head.
Yeah.
And voices, not saying I'm schizophrenic.
No.
But you hear like noises and stuff in your head, and your brain just goes into mad overdrive. So me telling someone this is what's happened to me, it doesn't help me if my brain is going to overdrive anyway. Because then I've got an extra person saying to me, do this, do that. I couldn't.
But looking back, was that the right thing to do? Because you would have got help from family. You would have hopefully not been homeless for 2 years.
I think looking back, at the time, I can say it kind of was the right thing for me. Only in a sense that it made me start to think differently. When I kind of got myself out of the hole, it made me think differently. Because in between that, I ended up getting rushed to hospital. Because there was one day when I managed. This is when I managed to find somewhere to stay, like a rented accommodation. And I was this room I had was literally the size of a prison cell. And I bid you, there's literally no lie.
Is it local still?
It was local. This is local. So the bed was there, and there was like that much of a room, and then my computer was there. And that's when I first started to go back to what I used to do, my music. That was the first time I kind of just went, and I kind of looked at myself and said, I need to stop. And I said to myself, I need to stop. So I just started to dabbling on the computer, getting my brain back into it, dabbling on the computer. And that's when I wrote like this first track called Fly Away. And even though when people listen to Fly Away, it sounds all kind of lovey-dovey, but it was more about attempting suicide.
Right.
And that was kind of the grounds to it. And it's only when I listen to it back, because I tend to start writing and I start writing, I just do stuff. But when I listen to it back and see what I created, I went, oh wow, this is pretty intense. Not realising I was describing what could have been.
Can I just, first thing I want to say, I want to apologise because I may have been laughing before.
No,
I have
cool.
no idea how deep this got, so apologies. No, I don't, for real, because you know what I'm saying? I was
it's cool,
bantering you a
honestly.
bit and then you drop the
Ain't
bomb.
that wrong?
You know what I'm saying? No. So that I have to say that man to man.
Yeah.
Have you got a message for anyone that could be going through this now though? Because I think that's important because someone might see this and might be going through something similar.
I suppose the thing I've also learned, and this is literally through me kind of being on TikTok and performing on TikTok, and performing the single this track I mentioned called "See Me," and I performed that once, and I was just on the piano, just singing it, and there was, you get these boxes on TikTok, and there's people in the boxes. And
yeah.
So I'm performing that, and I can hear crying in the background. So me being my naive self, I think I've done something wrong because I finished the song, performed it over, and there was a lady there, and she said to me, if only I knew this when my brother passed away, because everything you just sang and said is exactly what my brother went through, and I can't get it in time, and he passed away because of it. And that kind of opened my head up a bit, because I'm just writing things down, not realizing the impact it has on other people. So I would say to people now, in retrospect, thinking, if you can speak to anyone, and I've said this to people on TikTok, if you can't talk and the song "See Me" helps, just send it to them, however you want to send it to them, and just let them listen, and maybe just put a note, this is how I'm feeling. At least it will create a conversation of some sort, or a dialogue of some sort, because some people will not be able to see what's happening. No one saw what was happening to me.
Because you're putting on a brave face, going to work.
Because I'm doing my thing, putting on a brave face, and I'm trying to earn a living, trying to make sure I can pay for the credit cards I'm burning out in a hotel, and no one kind of got it. Make sure I didn't stink, because that's a sign of, something's going on. Scheme myself. As stupid as all this sounds, but no one could see it at all. And it's only because, whether I'm stubborn or however it is, I managed to kind of slowly get myself out of it. Sometimes that mood comes back, but I've kind of found ways of getting myself out of it.
So talking is
key. And if you can't talk, find something, my track "See Me," whatever it may be, to show to someone, this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people can't talk.
So find a way to communicate.
A way
even
to
if
communicate.
Not talking
even not
with
talking,
your mouth,
if
you
you
can
write
talk
something
via
down,
something else.
whatever you have.
Speak to someone.
Say something before it gets really bad. Because I was in the hospital. They put a lumbar punch in my spine because I had a bleed in my brain.
Right. So what happened?
So basically, what happened? I was in my room, and my head started to pound. But then I thought my vision just literally kind of was going blurry.
You were drinking at this point? Drunk at the point?
I was drinking at this point.
How much are you drinking?
No, I just started. I had a drink.
No, but roughly that. What are you doing?
Half a bottle.
What day? Yeah.
This was just one particular day.
But what's the normal?
What was my average?
Yeah, when you're
it was like 2-3 bottles, man.
2-3 bottles. Yeah. Okay.
And that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But at this particular point in time, I just had a little drink, and I sat in my bed and I was thinking, but my head started to pound. I don't know whether I was processing everything all at once, but my head started to pound, and then I couldn't see. So I literally crawled from where I was all the way down the stairs. And this is Christmas Day.
Christmas Day?
This is Christmas Day because I'm by myself.
Oh, wow.
There's no one around. I'm just me. So the flatmates downstairs are having their Christmas whatever with their family. I'm in my room. So I crawl down the stairs and I sit on the stairs, and one of the guys come through and say, "You okay?" So I don't know because I can't see. And my head is really pounding. So I'm looking down the floor because the light's bright. I can't look into the light. I can't look into anybody's face. I just can't see. So, and then they look at me and they start panicking. So one of them calls an ambulance. So the ambulance people come, they look at me, they give me a once over, and I think one was saying they're worried about I might have a suspected heart attack. And I was saying to them, I can't see, I don't know why. So they said, listen, we have to take you in because we don't exactly know what's wrong. So I go into the hospital, I'm by myself.
Christmas Day,
into the hospital, by myself. I can't see anybody because I only can look down because I can't look up because my eyes are burning. And the doctor calls me in and And he's looking me over, and he goes to me, I think we're going to have to admit you. He said, I'm really concerned that you've got a bleed on your brain, because I seem to have all the signs for it, where it may be. So I get admitted into hospital, and I'm probably in there for a while. So they decide to say we might have to take some fluid from your spine. And I'm panicking because I don't want to go blind.
Lumbar punches is not fun.
So I'm panicking, thinking I'm going to go blind. No, I don't know. So I kind of agree to it. But it just so happens the person that does the lumbar puncture is a trainee doctor. So they hit my spine, but I don't know whether the person hit my nerve and my leg.
Right.
So I scream like someone's beating me up with a baseball bat. So I'm screaming, the whole place goes quiet. The other doctor rushes in. They give me injections in my arm to calm me down. And the next day, I wasn't able to walk.
Oh, shit.
I said to them, I can't move my leg. So I was literally in there for a month trying to move because I couldn't move. So I don't know whether this person hit a nerve in my leg to make it paralyzed for a period of time.
Give God thanks. You can, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you healed up.
So I healed up, and kind of went back to the hole that I was in, and repeated.
Did you not? Oh, and you repeated it. Did you not think? Hold on, this is an opportunity here now. I need to seriously fix up or change my life or end something.
I started to fix up because that's when I started to write again.
Okay.
Even though I was still in my little pothole of a room, I started to write. I started to be proactive. I started to write Fly Away. I started to write a couple of other singles that I released. But it was literally just in a room with my iMac.
And I presume you're not in contact with the band at this point?
No.
There's
no one knows what's going on.
There's no reunion talk?
No.
Nothing?
No band knows what's going on. No one knows what's going on in my life. No one has a clue.
Wow. And then you meet this lady. Do you meet this lady after this then?
Yeah, so weirdly enough, when I went in the hospital for the second time, of another issue.
Which was that? Just touch upon it if you can.
So I had a blood clot.
Okay. Is this all from drink though? Or just like, what is this?
No.
Why is this all happening?
Basically, what I realised it boiled down to was stress.
Okay. Stress a killer, silent killer.
I didn't realise how bad it was.
Yeah.
So the next time was the fact I couldn't feel anything in my body. I couldn't feel anything in my leg. And they did tests on my feet, my leg, they injected my kneecap and stuff like that. But I didn't have anybody to get me anything.
Right.
As in some deodorant, soap, just the simple stuff. I had no one. So the only person I knew and had a conversation was the person I'm with now. So I literally phoned them out the blue. I said, like, I know you don't know me that well, but would it be possible for you to get me some soap and some deodorant or something? She goes, what's wrong? I said, I'm in hospital. What? I said, yeah, I haven't really got anybody to get it. Would it be possible for you to do it? She's like, yeah, I'll sort you out. Don't worry, just give me a minute. Let me just sort you out. And she brought the stuff down for me. And she looked at me and go, fuck it, are you okay? I said, not really, but you know what? We'll push through because that's what we do. And we kind of, we had kind of a lot in common, and we ended up talking quite a lot. And that's what kind of made everything kind of make sense, because it wasn't a case of someone putting me down. It was a case of someone actually listened to me. Someone encouraged me. Now, this person didn't know I was in the band because I never mentioned it to anybody. Over the 10-year span.
So they knew you for you?
Knew for me. So over that 10-year span, I didn't mention my whole group at all.
But from there, problem shared, problem halved.
Exactly. But the weirdest thing, when I eventually said who I was, because she's a trained opera singer. So we had music in common, weirdly enough. And I was in my kind of writing phase of just getting stuff done. It's like, you sing? And I don't know. Went into that. And then I go, I don't know why I ended up doing this. I go, I used to be in a band. And it just came out.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you mean? I said, I used to be in a band. And I thought I had to follow through now.
Yeah.
So she said, what band was it? And she said, oh, it was a band. I said, it was a nonchalant. It was a band called MN8. She goes, what?
See, this is the thing is, I don't think there was anybody who didn't know what that band was.
Yeah,
If
but
you was
it's
alive
like-
at that time and at a certain age, you 100% know what that band. You know what I'm saying?
But she literally just goes, "What?" She goes to me, "No." So I said, "No, it's there. The video." She was like, "Literally, fuck off." She goes to me, "You were the only person that I liked."
Come on, Destiny, baby.
That was weird. She
we
was like,
drink to that.
She
Yeah.
was literally said to me like, "You are the only person I liked in the band." She's literally looking at me going, "You are joking, right?" So no, I'm serious. She's like,
Imagine telling her back then, you see that guy, you're gonna end up being with him, you know.
But that was the big thing. So now it's like, wow. But now she kind of gets. You don't get a lot of people that get what you do.
And it's nice that she knew you from you.
Exactly.
You, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And that was a big thing for me.
So she helped you get back on your feet.
She kind of pushed me forward. She's like, "What are you doing?" Because what I would do is I would send her some music. I would send her my stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What are you doing with it?"
So
we did it.
You still drinking? What are you doing? You still drinking?
No, I cut that down quite a lot. I still drink, but I don't drink.
But you can manage it.
Yeah, I don't drink
You're
to
not
the point of I want to mess myself up.
Yeah.
Because that was drinking to the point I just want to mess myself
you have
up.
your cut up,
Yeah,
your
so
cut off point.
you got to cut off point.
How long have you been with this lady for?
It's been about 4 years, 5 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just built you up slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
Okay.
Slowly, like try this, take this risk.
And
do
your
that, do
living
that.
arrangements now?
We're living together, man.
Oh, amazing.
So we're
Congratulations.
living together at the moment.
Children?
She got 2 stepkids.
Okay.
2 wonderful stepkids.
Yeah?
Really cool guys. Yeah. they're
Amazing,
really,
man.
Really cool guys.
Beautiful. No talk of a reunion. I got to put it out
Yes,
there, bro.
All
Do you remember there was that
I'm
program,
gonna-
The Big Reunion?
Oh, you want to go there?
Was you on that?
So, with the
Because
big
someone said it to me the other day, bruv.
right, so
But
this
I was like, them lot weren't on there.
so this is what happened with the big reunion. So
Oh,
we're gonna go back now. We're gonna go back.
No, but was you on there? Answer my question.
no,
Was
no,
you on-
let me
Oh,
just
because
hold it.
someone
Hold
said
on.
it to me randomly. They said, yeah, the big reunion. I went, nah, them man weren't
No.
on there. They was like, they was. I was like, they weren't.
So the situation with the big reunion. So one of the guys, one of the producers got in contact.
The Big Reunion, by the way, was a TV program. Because there's some people don't know, bro. We have
Go
to.
on, go
These
on.
youngsters don't know.
Tell him, man. Tell
The
him.
Big Reunion was a program on ITV where they reformed all these bands again. Like Atomic,
And it was a big thing.
Well,
It
I
was-
don't know, Atomic Kitten, whoever was
Yeah,
the
it
big
was big,
band
it
in
was
the
big, it was
90s, they got them back. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they got them back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sorry.
It was a big thing.
Yeah.
So somehow one of the producers got in contact with one of the guys. I don't know which one was first, whatever it may be. I think my friend Ben Faden must have set it up. I think he might have set it up.
Is he the singer?
Yeah, Fats and Smalls.
Hey,
That's the
what's
one.
wrong with you?
So my-
Come on.
So I think I don't know. I think my friend Ben Faden might have set this up, but this is me not knowing because
Yeah.
I'm knowing the kind of the back end now. So one of the guys go in and have a chat with the producer. So the producer's now interested on the basis of what he has said. So the producer then interviews one of the other guys. One's in America and Australia, and I think everybody's keen. So they find me.
How'd they find you?
Because I'm still speaking to Kay at the moment and everything else.
Okay, you still speak to one.
now and again, like
Right.
Christmas randomly now and
Okay.
again.
And where's he? In the UK?
He's in Australia.
Okay.
So I'm randomly speaking to him now and again once in the blue moon.
Which one's Kay? Because I need to figure this
Kay's
out.
the lead singer guy
With
with the hair.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So but they still don't know what's going on with me, and I'm still keeping it quiet. So
Is this your homeless phase?
yeah, this is the same. All this happened the same.
Right.
So this is the homeless phase. I'm living in a flat.
You're drinking a lot.
Drinking a lot, and I'm kind of forgetting about the whole.
Right.
M&8 thing.
So the big
I
reunion.
get a call saying this has happened. Do you want to go for an interview? So me not letting anybody down, I go. My mind ain't in it, my body ain't in it, but I thought let me just go because I don't want to be the odd person out not doing it. So I go.
Is this season 1, by the way?
Yeah, this is the season I think when Damage was on.
I can't remember when that was, but
I
I'm just
can't-
saying like it got established at one point, so people would.
Yeah, it was big.
Known how big it was going to
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
so-
it was big. It was
so
big.
It's probably season 2 then.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I remember the Damage one as
'Cause
well.
no-
'cause I
yeah.
couldn't get the other guy to join.
Yeah.
But go on.
So I go and see this producer. So he's basically going to the kind of the soft end, the M&8 how it was, But then he goes to me like, so what really happened? What was
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What
what
really
what was
happened?
the what was
Are
the
you gonna
kind
tell
of
me?
the real stuff?
That's what I want to know.
The real stuff. And like, because I've heard this and that and this and that, and this is what someone said to me. No, what's the real stuff? And I looked at this guy and I looked in his eyes, and I thought, I've got a daughter. I can't do this. I just
As
literally
in,
thought,
I've got a daughter, as in I can't tell you why.
no. I thought I got a daughter, and I can't hash up this craziness for her to see.
Right.
I don't want her to see me angry or so on live TV, and that to be run over and over and over and over again. I can't do it. So I said to the guy, I'm really sorry, but I can't do this.
Okay.
I said, I can't. I said, I'm not in the mind frame. I don't have the space for it. I can't.
And it just.
So I just walked out.
But did the rest of them do the show?
I think the rest of them were upset
Okay.
about it. I think they were
Did
upset
they not
with
reach
it,
out?
but I never.
Because that could be a payday, innit?
I know, but I thought that me being on TV in a way that
Mental state of that.
in a way that's not for me, and in my state that I was in, it would have been bad. And I thought, I can't put myself through that. I can't put myself through it. I can't have that rerun 24 hours a day until I'm 50, 60 years old. So I had to make a decision. Whether it'll be a payout or not, I can't.
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
Fast forward now.
Fast forward.
2024. Let's put it out there, baby. Come on. Reunion, could it happen? There's people do reunite and they do shows, bruv. They make a tidy living. It's not, it's not the big lights of Vegas, so to speak, but they be hitting shows, bruv. Little Butlins will pay you a good, not in a rude way, bro. I would say there's a market.
Listen, I don't disagree with you.
However, I'm going to censor however. No?
And
Do you know what? I would love that for you.
Well, I'm in that thinking process now. And I did try. When I started to get myself out and encourage it from my lady, I got myself out. And I kind of went around with big brothers. So I met J Rock.
This is big, bro. It's gassing me. Yeah.
So I met J Rock, and I met him over just a conversation on Instagram. And the man was showing mad love. Stuff I didn't even know. And I'm looking at, but you've got history, man, as well. But you've got mad history. Like we start and you just mad. You finished. So he was showing me a lot of love. He said, "No, like just come tour with me, come with me, and just come around and just come check out what is actually going on in the 90s now, in this day and age now." Because I was completely out of touch.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling with him. I'm meeting people I haven't seen for 911. I haven't seen for years. People I haven't seen for years. S-Cup 7. All these I haven't seen for them for a long, long time. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, my brain's going, "I don't know. What do I say?" Because I'm not doing anything. I'm done. I'm doing my little writing thing and that's it. So someone said to me, like, "Why don't you reform MN8? Why don't you kind of bring it back?" And it never crossed my mind. But because of what I saw and seeing how people kind of loving the whole vibe again, because I'm thinking like MN8 done.
Can I just say, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt.
Yeah, go on.
You've got to understand that song is a checkpoint in people's life.
Yeah.
People at that point went through happiness. There's significant moments of their life, whether they were in school, it takes them back to that era.
Yeah.
They might have met their partner and that was the tune that was playing. They might have, whatever it is in their life. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people would always want to revisit
Yeah.
that moment in their life.
But that was the most beautiful thing I've heard from people. Because when I now came out, said to people I was and this and that, I had stories that I would never ever hear.
See that?
From people coming out.
I'm psychic,
I got married to this. I got this to this. Oh, I stopped doing violence because that tune came. I saw 4 black people. I thought we can do something. Stuff like this made me go,
true.
wow.
You pioneer.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was like, I don't know. And then people saying to me, and trust me, this is not me saying it.
No.
People saying to me, man, you guys are legendary.
Yeah.
Now that term I use for like Stevie Wonder and all those people.
Yeah, nah.
And people saying stuff, I'm like,
I could dig it.
It took a while for it to
accept
process
it and process
it because I was
understand
like,
that's humble. That's
yeah,
nice.
because I
get
disappeared
that.
out the
But
game.
sometimes facts are facts. Do you know what I'm saying?
But it took me a while.
Like to be a first trendsetter.
Yeah.
Like you lot came back from nowhere. That was like,
This is it.
whoa.
And the thing is, because I'm not.
Because I remember it, and I'm like, there's certain points in my life. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what I was doing then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the people are pinpointing stuff that you did, And I'm sitting back going, because I'm not really that guy who's mad fame hungry. I was just like creative hungry.
Yeah.
It threw me. And there were some people that are in the industry deep, and they turned around and said to me, I know that tune.
Of course.
I went to the awards, so Dizzy. I said, Dizzy, he goes, man, I know you. I'm not going to go, what?
Yeah.
And all this stuff, I know it sounds, for some people it sounds stupid, but it surprised me.
Okay.
Like madly surprised me. I'm sitting there because I'm like,
You didn't realise the
I
impact.
didn't realise because
yeah.
you just do things back in the day. You just kind of get it done. You see people screaming, you don't see it as nothing. You just do what you're doing.
Yeah.
You don't realise the impact, and I'm realising the impact now. So going back to so seeing these people perform, seeing 911 perform, all these people, I thought, oh,
These guys are still out there.
I'm seeing stadiums and this and that, and I'm like going,
there's whole 90s like tours.
yeah,
of, you know
and
what
I'm
saying?
going, man, if we did this, man, we'll kill it like dead.
Kill
like,
it,
finish.
brother.
It'll be like KO. So I go back and I think, and I'm thinking, I'm going, you know what, that's not a bad idea, you know. Let me reach out and just see.
Okay, that's nice.
So I reach out, and I've got J Rock with me, because he's a veteran. He's in the game. He's doing his stuff. I'm out of it. He's in it, still doing his thing. Big brother's still doing everything. So I reach out to J Rock and say, Jay, man, just can you just do this video conference with me? Because you will explain it way better than me.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Yeah, so you explain it way better than me. So we do a video conference
With everyone?
with one of the guys.
Okay, what guy is this?
Not telling.
Guy, brother.
With one.
That's Australian. dude.
With one of the guys, because I would be bad, but I don't want to be that bad.
Right.
So with one of the guys, you'll get it through the conversation anyway. With one of the guys, and we say to them like, there's an opportunity of us going on tour. People are ready. Do you want to jump on board? Do you want to jump on and just we make some change, make people smile, and we just have a good time. So the conversation kind of went, I like what I'm doing in my career. I don't really want to stray from that. And I'd rather.
I know who this is.
Yeah. Right. And I'd rather do that. So I was like, okay, cool. I hear you. I just wanted to reach out so everything's cool and then there's no confusion. So I said to him, right, cool. Can you do me a favor? If you don't want to do it, I might be able to get 2 other guys that would just want to go and just do some shows, throw out the music, let people hear the music again, and we just go and we just have fun. So he sent me something saying, like, yeah, I agree, for Kule T to go out with 2 other people.
Lovely, yeah.
to show some love with the music and basically just give the fans what they want.
Yeah.
So, cause I said, I ain't about to do no album, no single, no nothing. I ain't about that life.
Yeah.
I just want to show people some love, and just enjoy ourselves. So we get that, get sent through, all good, everything's all good. Next minute, this is where the madness starts. I get a phone call from one of the members I haven't heard from in 20 years. So this conversation must have happened and he must have had a conversation with one of the other guys. And long story short, it ended up being a very weird conference call.
With all of you?
-1.
Right.
And I ain't going to go into the bits and pieces of it, but basically I got slaughtered. I got cursed, I got slaughtered. By everyone. You can't do this, you can't do that. Okay. You're not allowed to do that, you're not allowed to do that.
Okay. You are, by the way, but go on.
Yeah, but this is what I got told.
Yeah.
And I put it on loudspeaker, my lady's hearing it, and my lady's Greek. She had to walk out of the room because she's about to curse everybody in the room.
Yeah.
I said to her,
we love that. A woman's got your back, Ruba. It's a keeper,
No, she's about to curse her. I said to her, don't. I need to understand.
Yeah.
Where people are at now.
Yeah.
How they're thinking now.
100.
And I need to absorb it.
Yeah.
So whatever they're giving to me, I'm literally absorbing it and I'm taking it in.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you now, after this conversation, it will be the last. Yeah. So give me what you got. So I got, I literally got, that I was going to get lawsuits. You can't do this. You're not allowed to do this. And all this palaver. And then they asked, then at the end of the conversation, they were saying to me, so what are you going to do? I said, this is what you have to understand. You don't control how I think, what I'm about, and how I live. I have been through a lot that you can't even contemplate. So you're not going to tell me what to do. I am going to do what I feel is best for myself. If you don't wish to jump on board, it's all good.
Yeah.
I don't mind. If you want to jump on board after, all good.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, all of us create the legacy of M&8.
Yeah.
Not one individual, not two individuals, all of us.
Yeah.
Because without all 4 characters,
Yeah.
it would never have happened.
100%.
And I would never, ever put that down at all.
When was this conversation?
This was a conversation about a year ago.
Okay.
About a year ago. So the 2 hours of slaughtering, once that finished, I had to really take that in.
Right.
And it took me a while to take that all in.
So where are you now then?
Right at now,
Yep.
not talking to anybody.
Okay. Is one still in Australia?
Yes.
One's in Australia, one's in Hollywood.
One's in Hollywood and one's over here.
One's over here.
Yeah.
And you don't talk to any of them?
No.
But you offered them all the opportunity to come back and,
Yeah.
and do a thing.
Yeah.
Even the one in the UK doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, but you do know, like, for example, like E17 go out without Brian Harvey, without Tony Mortimer. They're E17. Do you get what I'm saying? The Sugar Babes have done substituted about 100 members. I don't even know who they are anymore.
But the thing is, in me, I could have done it anyway,
yeah,
regardless.
but you didn't.
But out of respect and
Yeah.
respect for our legacy and what we've created, I wanted to kind of try and do the right thing.
Yes, but you tried that.
I tried.
But you're still Kule T from MN8.
Of course,
So
that
you
will never change.
So you can go out as Kule T from MN8, but you can.
But that will never change. But
What do you mean it will never change?
But the thing is with me, when that conversation happened.
Okay, that conversation's happened now.
Yeah.
You've given them a year now. No, but sometimes you got to put yourself first, brother. You get me? All of this nice, bro. I don't mean to be rude, bro, but look where it got you, bro. Sometimes in life,
Yeah, I know.
you have to take what's yours. I tell you straight, bro. I'm telling you. Maybe this is God's plan for you to come here, not for this podcast, for
you to tell me straight,
bro.
like, that's
yes,
it.
bro. End of the day, if you're up for doing it, are you still singing in that? The voice,
I'm still singing, man.
The voice,
The
yeah?
voice is still there,
Yeah,
man.
come
We're
on, bro.
still
The look
all
is
good.
still there. The man looks young, brother.
we're still-
Black don't crack, baby. Beige don't age. You get me? Yeah, I'm telling you.
The vocal's still there, man.
But
We're
what
all
I'm
still
saying
good.
is, you could go out easily as Kule T from MN8.
So here's the thing.
And no one could do a goddamn thing. Sorry to curse in front of a churchgoer. You get me?
But here's the thing. The reason why the conversation was a good one for me, in a sense of I understood their characters. I understood what they're about. I got it. Because it gave me clarity, and it also gave me closure at the same time.
What clarity did it give you?
It gave me clarity, thinking that these people are still in '95. Their brains are still in '95.
Right, but your brain's not.
My brain's not.
So what are you going to do about it?
Oh, I've been doing stuff about it.
Oh, come on.
Tell you, I've been doing stuff about it.
Okay.
So from that conversation, and it took me about a month to process, because I was processing what could have been, and trying to process that, and then I'm processing the kind of stuff we used to do. So I had to kind of put all that together and go, you know what, it's done. Legacy's done. It's finished.
Yeah.
Everyone knows M&8. We're all good.
Don't mean you can't start a new chapter.
But I thought, I'm gonna still do what I'm doing. I'm still gonna perform the M&8 songs that we created.
Have you been doing it?
Yep.
Look. Where's man's invite? Okay, good.
So I'm still gonna.
I'd love to hear it.
I'm still gonna perform the songs that we created.
So you've been doing
and,
it?
and it will always be a we.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say me. It will always be a we.
Yeah, it is a we.
We created.
Yeah.
I'm gonna perform all the songs that we created, as well as write my own stuff and really be creative myself. I'm going to be me,
Fantastic.
as I used to be when I was younger.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that character. That's what I'm about. You know, I'm about performance, creativity, and like trying to keep a legacy alive. Because people are telling me now it's a legacy. So I have to try and keep the legacy alive now. So the only person flying the flag is me.
Yeah.
So why not?
So you're doing it now?
I'm doing it.
You're out. You're doing
I'm
the
out.
tours.
I ain't doing no tours yet. I ain't get that yet. But
the
we're
abs
getting
out
it.
though, blood.
The abs are getting. I'm working out.
The abs
I'm
out.
working.
Yeah,
Old boys have got it.
So you're out, yeah?
So I'm out.
Doing shows?
I'm doing shows. I did a show with E17
Oh,
at
congratulations.
Portsmouth a while
Amazing.
back. And that was mostly based on my own material.
But are you doing the old songs? You got to.
I'm doing so. Yeah, I'm doing old songs. I've just done a remix of "I Got Something for You."
Shut up.
Yeah, a D&B version.
Man didn't holler, man. I would get you Bear Man on there, bro. Come
D&B
on, we need to
version.
do some new drill mix and that, bro. Come on.
I'm telling you, when you hear
Put
it,
Heady One on there, cuz.
when you hear it, you're gonna go, nah.
Do you know what I'd love to hear?
Yeah. What?
An acoustic version, slowed down.
I can get that.
You should do
Guitarist,
that.
bam, I can bang that out,
You
man.
should do that. I think that would be.
He's looking for it.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to help you, bro.
I can do it. But the thing is, I do that kind of
don't
stuff.
be fooled, bro. I know this music game as well, you know.
But I do that stuff in my studio.
Yeah.
But I just do it in my. I don't do it as a recording. Do you know what I mean?
Do it properly. Bring it out. Why not?
Yeah,
It's a
listen,
cover. Covers are allowed.
It's my cover.
That's
Cover
mad,
my
it's
own
mad.
self.
But I'm telling you, but I'm saying legally covers are allowed. No one can
Yeah.
do a damn thing.
I could do my own cover of that if you only let me in. Happy. I've been doing bits, man.
But
So
don't gas me in it. Don't do Black Pearl. Oh, Jay,
I'm going to leave that to the single,
Don't
man. You're gonna,
gas
you have to
me.
leave it to do roll it with a single. man.
Okay, brother. No, that is amazing, brother. The others want to come on board. Can I just touch on one of the others?
Yeah,
'Cause,
go on.
they're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
One of the brothers, what's his name? The
What,
Hollywood
G?
one. Is it G?
Yeah, he's in.
He's in Hollywood, been in Star Wars.
Oh, that's Details. Yeah, Details.
Details.
Yeah.
Star Wars
He's been in Star
and
Wars,
things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's,
I don't know if you speak to his brother.
the thing is,
he's a bit salty, but
no, but
I checked out the other day. The brother's been in Star Wars.
yeah,
he's,
the thing is, he's had his adventures, right? He always wanted to do that. You know, I have to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
You know, so he's always wanted to do the whole Star Wars thing,
Yeah.
and I give him credit. He managed to do it. Do you know what I mean? And like, I was happy for him when he did it, because that's the kind of thing. he
Did
wanted
you
to
know
do.
it was him? Because obviously masked up and all that. I didn't know, bro.
I only knew when he posted a picture of him
Okay.
and that. I didn't really know.
Yeah, okay, that's cool
You know
though.
what I mean? So it's like, you
Are
can't.
they all on social media now? The others.
I don't know. That's what I don't know.
Who do you not speak to then? All of them.
I don't speak to any of them. not out of malice. It's just out of people who show me who they are.
Okay.
That's all it is.
If let's say you started doing these tours things and one of them said, "Yo, I wanna jump in," are you gonna break bread or are you gonna be like, "Bruv, I gave you opportunities. You see the ship, it's done, sailed. No room in the inn."
I think people have to understand with me, when I offer you something, and you behave in a way that is just completely and utterly out of order.
Door closed.
The door's closed. I didn't close it. You closed it. So whereas you might think it might be open, it might be really difficult to open because I ain't got the key anymore.
I hear that. And are you still a churchgoer?
I go to church now again. I go to church now and again, but it's more my inner soul.
Yeah.
I do with my inner soul and pray to kind of pray to myself, because I always say to people, you can go to church, but you still could be the devil.
Jesus, them lyrics there, brother.
I know that's harsh, but
No, facts.
It is what it is.
And then what do you think of the music scene? Like, because obviously since when you see other there was a lot of boy bands after you, I don't know, like JLS or whoever it was.
Yeah. There was weirdly enough, and this video is gone because I saw it. There was a comparison with JLS and MN8. Someone put that together, and I saw it. Went, what?
In their prime, who's gonna win that clash, bruv?
What in the prime?
Prime. Who's winning the clash?
Listen, I got love for JLS, but no, it won't work, man.
So no, when apps start coming out, bro, you must start
Come
doing
on.
that.
And they got their stuff, but no.
Yeah.
In the prime, we were different.
Come on. And when you see these other boy bands, like, how do you see the music scene now and kind of, because boy bands is not really a thing, is it?
Well, it's not really, and I think the music scene, because of all streaming and all this other stuff, the music scene has become just washed out with whatever. And there is some good stuff, and there is some stuff is like, okay, I'm not too sure about it, you know. But for me, I gather influence from good and bad, you know, because there may be a phrase and I go, okay, that works, or there may be a guitar lick and I go, okay, that works. So I will kind of look at something and go, okay, that's nice, I like that.
And you're bringing out your own music?
Bringing out my own music, I kind of...
You're fully active now?
Yeah, because I've recorded my first solo album in like 2022. I recorded my first solo album.
Okay, amazing.
And that's where the track See Me is
Obviously now it's a lot easier, right, to bring your product out and stuff like that.
Well, I think now it's a case I'm just because I'm being creative, the end result I'm not too worried about because I've been down that road.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, are you doing music for you, or are you trying to be that signed star again?
I ain't trying to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know, if it works in that direction, lovely.
But you're not chasing it.
I'm not chasing it, because the thing is, once you start chasing stuff like that, you will always lose.
Yeah.
Once you work at your craft and send out good stuff, you will always win. In whichever direction, you will always win, because people look at you and see you genuinely like your craft. You genuinely.
Are you still working at 9 to 5, or you just?
No, this is my full-time thing now.
This is your full-time thing.
Yeah.
How long has this been your full-time thing for?
It's been about 3 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-4 years now.
And it's doing its thing. There you
Yeah, because like you kind of have to keep focusing on what you need to do, man.
You're back on your feet, yeah.
Back on my feet.
Are you happy, Mr. Kule T?
I am now. I think on my first podcast, I have to say I'm really happy.
It should last as well, motherfucker.
It will last, man, because we're going to get done.
You get me? You know what I mean? Do you know what? We asked the public about some questions, and they have come back. So
okay, go on.
Can we do that or not?
Yeah, go on, hit me.
Just reminded me, bro. I was about to, you get me?
Yeah.
Come on.
Hit me, let's see what the public's saying. It's probably something, ain't that something pretty.
No.
All right, go on. Here.
I'm outside. No, that's you, sorry.
Let me see what the public's saying, man.
1 sec. Let's see. So what first got you into music? Who inspired you to make music? We know that Luther Vandross.
Yeah, the Luther, all the old school people. Yeah.
How would you describe the music that you typically create now?
Well, a lot of people probably say their music's very eclectic. My music is very, very eclectic. I will go from like doing a touch of jazz stuff to neo soul stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've kind of entering the D&B phase as well.
D&B, yeah?
Yeah, I've done 2 tracks, D&B tracks.
Okay.
So I've done 2 of those.
I know some people in the D&B industry, you know.
Yeah, when I say you some stuff.
Shabadi's my boy.
Oh no, Shabadi. I went to Shabadi's 40th.
Shabba's my boy. Signed the wall. Come on.
Shabadi.
SAS. Come on. I can ring you.
Yeah, ring me. Don't ring me.
No, I got you. Come on. Okay. Sorry, have you answered that then? Or did I cut you off?
You cut me off, man, again.
Sorry. What would you describe as the music that you typically make? So you went neo soul.
Neo soul, pop elements, and I've kind of, like I said, into the D&B phase, and so I kind of pull things from everywhere. I'll pull some stuff from rock, and I go, okay, because there's always an idea in whatever piece of music, always. Acoustic version, yeah, because your idea, yeah. I come for that, yeah.
You know when they bust up on TikTok, remember, innit?
Yeah,
I'm telling you. What's your creative process like then?
My creative process all depends on what I'm thinking at the time. Like I said, some of the elements of my kind of depression era brought out tracks called like See Me, and then my kind of the mad divorce or whatever era brought out tracks like Burn. And
so
it was
how you're feeling at the time.
It's a lot of it how I feel at the time. Sometimes I will have a conversation with someone, and they'll tell me a situation that it will hit me hard. And then I'll start thinking, my brain starts automatically processing something, and I don't know what genre it will hit or how I would do it. I'll just basically just start.
It's a good feeling that you can just make it naturally now, isn't it? You don't have to worry about, I want to hit this target audience, or they want like that.
Yeah, because everybody's like, what genre is it?
You've got the freedom, innit?
I just kind of do.
Are you still playing instruments, by the way?
I still play drums now again.
You still got the gift of the gab, boy?
Kinda.
Come on, man.
I'm a bit rusty, but...
Yeah, but we can WD-40 that one time, I didn't mean, bro. Who would you most like to collaborate with?
It's
a good one.
It's probably a couple people.
Go on.
Craig David.
Craig's a man, bro.
Craig
out trying to get him here, bro.
I just like his the way he is. Craig David, Jacob Banks. I've seen some of it. Jacob Banks, the R&B singer.
Oh yeah, go on.
I've seen some of his stuff. Oh God, there's been a couple of people. Black Sheep back in the day. That would have been good. There's a couple of producers I literally forgot, but those are the people I'm thinking at the moment. Yeah.
If you could open a show for any artist, who would it be?
Oi.
Come on, man's gonna say Janet. Now I've done that already.
Well, I've done Janet.
Done that. You get me?
Did a show with Madonna.
You did a show with Madonna?
Yeah, done that.
What did you meet her?
Yeah, she met her. That's another conversation.
Any stories?
No, she's
I'm not gonna lie.
She's just different.
The tea spillage has been a bit stingy.
I know, man.
If
I spill, man.
She's different.
No, she was different. I didn't realise how short she was as well.
Oh really?
Because we announced her on Top of the Pops, and I didn't realise how.
And he was like, "It's Madonna."
Yeah. It's like when you see TLC. You don't
I
realise how
wouldn't
short-
know. I ain't seen no
Yeah,
TLC, bro. Man's like, yeah.
They're tiny.
Yeah. Did anyone look really good like that? That looked like, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you meet people, did they look like stunning? Like, yeah, who was the one that'd be like, yo?
Oh God. Oh. Elton John looked the same.
Yeah, he looked the same.
He looked the same because we was in the studio. He was there.
He was just there.
Roachford, I did a track with Roachford for charity.
Yeah.
And when I let him sing, and I couldn't sing after it.
I swear.
The man was
bottled it. Man,
he was
like,
mad.
brother.
No, I managed to sing, but he was on point.
Who's the
like,
most
there's
famous
no-
person you've ever met? That's not in here, by the way. I'm gonna add my own.
It was Janet and the rest of the family, apart from Michael.
Oh, you met all of them?
Yeah.
Jermaine, Tito,
Yeah.
all of them?
Yeah. I didn't see Michael though.
Oh, you meet Joe, rude boy?
Huh?
Joel Jackson, the dad.
No.
Because the pops
How
and...
are you gonna meet the dog jazz?
You just said the whole family, bro.
Most of them, man. You Joe.
You know what I mean? Joel come out with that different belt, fam. Anyway, who has been your most influential teacher or mentor?
I would say my mum.
Yeah?
She's understood, and she kind of pushed me
Big up, mum,
to kind of
man.
just be myself. It's like when she didn't realize how famous we were until people started knocking on the door. Fans were knocking on the door.
What, gal knocking on the
They were
door?
knocking
Whoa,
on the door like because
really?
they realized where I lived.
Yeah.
Where I lived at my mum's, and they were knocking on the door, and there was a car waiting outside to take me to Top of the Pops, and my mum was inviting them in.
Inviting them in, come on.
And I said to Mum, you can't do that. But they want something signed.
That's lovely,
I was like,
innit?
Mum, man, you can't. Because when you do two,
You have to do
when
500.
you close the door, there's going to be 10.
It's true, though.
And then you close the door again,
Gotta
it's
be
going
cool to be kind. It's true, bro.
I said, Mum, you can't. So the driver...
That's a proudness, innit? Come
yeah,
on, bro.
she
We love
was
that,
happy as
man.
Larry,
Yeah,
man. But she, the driver said to them that I was like round the corner because there was like a Tesco's around the corner.
And they all
she
ran
said
to Tesco?
They all ran over there, so I ran in the car.
Man just did the... Man did the side swipe.
Had to, man.
What was your worst performance?
So we did a show called the Jacques Martin Show.
Right.
It was in France. It was a live show, massive show all over France. And it's the biggest show you can be on. So we were about to perform and everybody was throwing teddy bears on the stage. Like the place was packed.
Did man slip on the
And
teddy bear?
It was like snow thrown in your face or people throwing, it was like snow.
Yeah.
So what happened? Doing a routine.
Buckled, innit?
Buckled, slipped on a teddy
Yeah,
bear,
you did.
bust the splits.
Come on, we brought it back. We love that.
So I slipped on this teddy bear, completely out
Just
of
you?
routine, just me,
Yeah.
because my foot just went on the teddy bear and I just slipped. Ended up busting the splits, still trying to sing,
Yeah, come on.
And there's a part of the routine where you have to come together and do this thing we do in the middle. And I was about to lose it, so I quickly jumped up. No one was none the wiser because everybody's screaming like there's no tomorrow.
no.
And the camera didn't get it because
Yeah.
they were just focused on the main people.
Yeah.
So I quickly jumped up and just threw back in my routine. By the time I went backstage, my leg was hurting me.
Yeah, but...
Because I think I must have pulled something.
You brought it back, rude boy. We love
Had
that.
to, man.
What are your favourite musical genres? Are there any that you dislike?
There's actually, like I was saying to you, there's actually none that I dislike.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I grab elements of
And
everything.
extract what you
And
hear.
So there may be some that I'll go, not sure about that, but and then I'll go, oh, but that, what was that? You know, and I'll grab bits and pieces from it.
Yeah, I hear that. I think we've covered this. What was it like moving from a famous boy band to a solo artist?
Yeah, I think we probably covered that
Do
one.
you prefer it?
Being a soloist with that history, it sometimes gets a bit nerve-wracking.
Because you can't,
Yeah, because I'm trying to still deal with the whole public thing, and I'm getting used to it because, like I said, when you're with someone that kind of encourages you, it makes the process so much easier. But I think people are getting to know me, and not necessarily the man from MN8. They get to know what I'm about,
Definitely.
and getting to know me as a solo artist, as a songwriter, you know, as a singer in my own right, and not just the MN8 thing, which is really nice. Because I'm now able to kind of say, yeah, I'm Kule T from MN8, because before I wasn't saying that at all.
You wasn't comfortable now.
No, I was not comfortable. So now I can say, yeah,
I can say it with chest.
That's it.
Hey, it's Kule T from MN8, you know. Hear this. So what can we expect now? Just kind of more the same?
More. I've got
finding your groove
got
at
a single
scene.
coming out.
Come
I've got a show coming up on Friday. Actually, I'm doing a quick performance in Portsmouth.
This won't be out by Friday.
It won't be out by Friday, but Portsmouth.
But you're outside.
So I'm gonna be.
My editor's good, bro. You ain't that good.
Yeah, they're good. So I've got a show in September, on the 14th of September. This is for a dance company, and they wanted me to perform. I said, listen, I'll do it for you, man, because I just like the people. I said, let's do a performance, man. Let's get your dancers in, because they're young dancers from like 5 years old till about 16 years old.
That's lovely.
I said, let's bring them in. Let's do a little something, and they're like, no, don't say that.
You're active, basically.
Yeah, I'm active,
You're
man. I keep myself active. Done red carpet stuff. I've been
We've been doing red carpet. Yeah, I see you, brother. Yeah, man, I'm here. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of it.
But that's nice to be invited. I get a liquid invite here and there, but
you might get a little something.
Yeah, I'll get a little shekel sometimes.
You see what
I'll
happens.
buck you there. I'll meet you there.
We'll
you
try a
know?
little something.
But no, that's nice.
No,
though.
it's nice because people that invite me, and it's like I always appreciate people doing that because they don't really have to. They don't have to. Do you know what I mean? So
but that's the name of the game: showing your face, keeping active.
People know you're active and you're doing stuff, and it's been nice coming out because no one's been off.
I don't think no one would.
Yeah,
no one's
been. Well, like, in my brain, I'm thinking everyone's gonna be off.
You got the blessing of time to people really understand. Yo, that what them boys did, what he did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't got time for that. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's older now, so
exactly.
Everyone can look back and really appreciate it. So
I say to people, listen, I'm out here, I'm enjoying myself. If people love what I'm doing, I'll keep doing it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? If I love what I'm doing, I keep doing it.
And you're up for like doing music with people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm up for collabs, man. Like I've always said to me, because people have come up to me about doing the collabs. I said, listen, if I feel it, I'm doing it. That's it. If I ain't feeling it, I'll say to you, listen, I ain't really feeling that. You know, but if I'm feeling something, man, we'll do it. We'll make it happen. Speak to management, do what we need to do, and if we can make it happen, we'll make it happen. Because it's always good to kind of have your eyes open to kind of different things. Yeah. Because you never know what you can create, and that's the fun side of it.
I've got to be honest. It doesn't appear to be any kind of ego with you whatsoever.
Me? Oh God, no, never.
No, but I have to. I say it as I see it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like zero ego. Do you know what I mean?
I was never about that life. I think that's probably down to the way you've been brought up. You know, where I've been brought up. You know, because there's always someone with the biggest ego ever. And it's like when I first came out, I didn't tell anybody who I was. And I kind of came out in a circle, like just seeing what people are around. And I saw egos. And I'm looking at people and I'm thinking in my head, you honestly don't know what I've done, have you? And I've seen people come up with egos, and I don't really want to be that guy because it's a waste of time.
So, are you happy now?
Genuinely? Yes, I'm genuinely a lot happier now.
Yeah,
a lot happier now. I've got people that support me, love me, you know, respect what I do, you know, have my back.
Man's getting that Greek food, you
getting that Greek food in my belly.
That
do you know
good
what I mean?
stuff there.
I've got a good team around me that kind of get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what's more important. You know, you've got people around you that kind of get it. And then as I go and meet more people and kind of portray my character as just me, you know, there'll be people that kind of get it as well.
I think we're good, man. So any last message for the people? How long's it been, bro? 3 hours? More? See that,
that's
brother.
You, man.
That's not me, brother. You wanted your story, you want your truth. I'll give you the platform. Here's your truth. Spit it. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you want to tell the people before I conclude this?
Shall I do the thing like listen to my music?
Yeah, why not? Do you know what? The brother tells me here I need to say subscribe and do all that because I don't do it. Right, and man are like, bro, why don't you tell them? And I'm thinking, bro, isn't it obvious? Fucking subscribe, bro. Right, press the bell, you get me? But apparently I've been told I've got to do it. So
you kind of have to do it. I have to do my thing.
So go and hit them, brother.
Yeah, so check out my stuff on Spotify, Apple Music. I've got a track called... I've got 2 singles coming out. Anyway, I've got a show coming up on the 30th of September with I Got Soul. Just type in I Got Soul. They've got a lot. Come down, support the kids because I'm doing it all for the kids and stuff like that. Listen to my music. I'm on TikTok. Find me on TikTok.
What is it? Tell them because your spelling's a bit old school, isn't it? Is it K-U-L? But on spelling of my name is K-U-L-E and then leave a space and it's a capital T. If you put that into Google, you will find me everywhere. Because ain't no one else spelling cool, K-U-L-E. Let me tell you that for nothing.
So don't go on there and do C-O-O. No. It's K-U-L-E and then a capital T. not to give us separate, just leave us be. Yeah.
There you go. My brother, I want to say thank you. I mean that. It's a pleasure. I wasn't expecting the story to expand as it does because I don't really research people like that. So I genuinely mean that. No, man, I want to say thank you. Thanks for reaching out. I hope this has helped you. Yeah, it's been a journey, you know. Trust me, bro. And I'm honoured. I'm honoured to share it. It's honoured to have met you. I mean that. You are a legend. You've done legendary things.
I appreciate it.
I'm telling you, bro. No bullshit. I don't need to say this shit. I can just go by and done. You know? That's facts. I got my 3 hours, but I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Yeah, you are a legend. You've done stuff. You put checkpoints in people's life, and you should. I think you're a bit harsh on yourself. You should sometimes accept that, not with the ego, but accept the happiness that you've brought people. And you've done what people would wish for their whole life: have a hit song and be part of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope that family situation resolves.
Yeah, it will.
Not
It will
to get too deep. And I hope you keep faith. Yeah,
Most
I mean,
definitely.
and I just hope you keep on the right path.
Definitely.
And yeah, man, love and respect you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, God
it's been
bless.
good. It's good.
Come
Some
on,
deep
bro.
stuff, but it's been good.
We got there. Yo, that was a long one, but it was a good one, man. We out. Later.